line. Fairly even game so far, but one moment of brilliance from Michaela Diller from about 35 yards on a direct free kick is the difference in this game so far. Had some technical difficulties early on trying to get things set up, but we're here with you now. Rob Kennedy and Caleb Lamb. A corner for Central Maine. It's their second. And that bounces in, maybe an opportunity here. It'll be cleared out and on the other end. Koch plays it back to Bianca Gilmore. That's deflected by Diller, who got that wonder goal in the 17th minute. There's a decent ball and a volley and a goal! Martirano just got it past the outstretched fingers of Peyton Hoffman. It won't be another clean sheet for the keeper who's got 19 in the last 3 years. And it's 1-1.
What a ball in there from Bianca Gilmore. Left-footed service into the box. The next comment out of my mouth, Rob, was about to be how the Mustangs have not been able to take advantage of serving crosses in. Martirano changes that storyline in a hurry.
So the equalizer in the 31st minute, Michaela Martirano scoring her second goal. Got one against Fort Kent a week ago. Her first goal here at home, however, is a big one to tie this game. Bobcats want to equalize quickly. Lily Sherman, the first year. Her cross behind the goal, and it's a goal kick. Jordan Blanton getting the start today. First time she's played since a 7-save performance against Albany Pharmacy. A clean sheet in that game, a scoreless draw. Leah Coulomb. Coulomb, a very good player for this Paul Smith's team. 7 goals. 2 of them came here her sophomore year. This game was a rematch of last year's Yankee Conference semifinal matchup. It was won by the Bobcats. 3-1 was the score last year in the semis.
One of those games where the Mustangs playing out at Word of Life in New York, the host of the women's tournament last year. They'll be the men's host this year, and just Mustangs could not buy a goal until late on there, trying literally everything as the number 2 seed did not book their spot in the finals. Imagine they've got a little bit of revenge on their minds here.
Peyton Hoffman was tremendous in that matchup, too. The keeper for Paul Smiths. 8 saves on 9 shots, and a major factor in why it was Paul Smiths moving on to the finals. Third corner now for Central Maine.
I should probably also recap the goal scored by Paul Smiths. It was really their only dangerous look. Michaela Diller firing in a free kick from, what do you say, about 35 yards?
35 yards or so, yeah.
Just over the head of Jordan Blanton was a terrific shot.
Mentioned that, a moment of brilliance. That's really been the offensive opportunities here for Paul Smith, and it was a good one as a handball called. So that bounced up high, and
I believe that's Devin Eliason, who was in the game as a forward here.
Yep. So number 18 here, and had a check. Again, Eliason usually seen as a keeper. Well, much like Emma Knowles can play on the field as well. Throw in now for the Mustangs. Gilmore will take this. Mustangs coming off of a 5-goal performance on Thursday night in a monsoon here at Central Maine Community College. 5-2 win as that's bounced in toward the goal. Caban with a header, but popping out Peyton Hoffman. She's very active in her area and really owns it. Loose ball, she'll get there first most of the time. Here's Martirano again. That's put into the area. Shot off the top of the goal. Some more pressure now from Central Maine. They were out possessing Paul Smiths in the first 30 minutes or so. But mostly a midfield battle between these two teams. Each team capitalizing on the opportunities they've received. Hoffman, the junior keeper. Great play by Valentine to step up. Poitras tried to turn to the left foot, and that back heel. Coulomb with a fine defensive play. Mustangs will try to work it on the left side. Pelletier with a tumble. Hampel played that ahead. It's Kelsey DeRubis now. Sherman. Lily Sherman on the return pass. Has 2 in pursuit. Sherman. Great hustle by Bianca Gilmore to get back and step in front. But it is turned right back over for a throw-in for Paul Smiths. And look at a couple subs in. Sydney LeMay into the contest, and Maddie Swan. Both of them started the game. They're back in. LeMay from Georgia, Vermont. Played her high school soccer at BFA St. Albans, and Swan is, of course, a 2024 USCAA Honorable Mention All-American. Just goals in 4 of 6 games, including last Sunday. Got the 1 goal against SUNY ESF in that 1-1 draw. Good boot by Blanton. Caban play that outside, no one home in white. Martirano trying to feed that through. Was stabbed by Carly Simmons, number 14, the sophomore defender. LeMay. City of LeMay has got Swan with her on the other side. Help arriving as well from Palin Hampel. This will take 2 hops into the area. No problem for Blanton whatsoever. She'll pick it up. With 9:45 remaining in the first half. Michaela Diller scoring in the 17th minute on a direct free kick. And a perfect shot under the crossbar from 35 yards. And a volley from Michaela Martirano. Tied it up in the 31st. Good battle won by Sherman and her shot. Tried to hook that on goal. It drifted wide, and a goal kick for the Mustangs. Homecoming here today, an open house as well. Busy day on campus and a gorgeous day. What a difference we've been talking about today between now and Thursday night. A monsoon on Thursday night today. Sunny and 74.
Perfect day to be able to showcase all the things going on campus here. As, of course, had the Hall of Fame ceremony last night for the 2025 inducted class. And then today, homecoming, open house, alumni, everybody out here enjoying all the events going on and being able to take in some athletic contests as well. Not a bad start for baseball and softball to kick things off in the morning as well.
Baseball a walk-off win, softball a split in the doubleheader.
That's right.
Yep.
2-0 shutout of the defending national champs in Game 2. Very good result for a young Mustangs team.
Oh, great challenge between 2 physical players out there, Maddie Swan and Bianca Gilmore. Emma Smith on the throw-in. Or Paul Smith wearing the greens here on the road. And I'll bounce high and be popped up by Vanessa Erkson, a senior. She's been a very reliable, consistent anchor of this defense for the past 4 seasons. And that's out for a Paul Smith throw. Paul Smith 3-2-1 on the year. 2-0-0 in Yankee Conference play. Mustangs 2-4-2 on the season. I'll get their Yankee Conference record as well. One thing I forgot to write down.
I can pull it up for you right now.
Yeah,
The 2-1-2 doing a
they
very
have
good
2
job
wins.
this year.
With the only losses, of course, being 3 losses rather being non-conference games.
Knocking off UMA and Word of Life in conference play, but draws against Albany and SMCC and their defeat to NHTI, who do look early on like world beaters on the women's side of the conference.
And HTI is going to be a tough one to contend with for all the teams in this conference. So I'm here already once, a 3-0 victory for the Lynx. There'll be a rematch coming up soon in Concord. Played outside by Liliana Barnes. LeMay runs out of space, a throw in for the Mustangs. Martirano's got the goal for the Mustangs. That deflects off LeMay. Koch over to take the throw. Men's team's coming up after this. Boy, the Central Maine men's team has just been running rampant over just about everybody. The one close game they had was a 3-2 win over Southern Maine, but everybody else, they've just been pouring out the goals. I think when you lose some of the players and the firepower the team had last year, that you'd see goals decrease, but that hasn't been the case at all. We'll talk more about the men's team in about an hour and a half or so. That game will get going. But again, part of a full day and a really nice nightcap to have here outside. Bobcats on the attack. That's played ahead. Sydney LeMay, a tough angle, put it behind the goal. May, 1 goal this season. Scored that on September 1st against Vermont State Linden. And Paul Smith's playing, I think, 3 of the Vermont State teams. They play Linden and Randolph. And they have Johnson coming up, I think, later in the season, too.
Slightly lower camera angle for our broadcast here due to camera issue with the one that mounts to our usual high mast. But Rob Kennedy, I'd say we give a break to Rob Munzing, seeing as how we are in the middle of what is technically the 5th broadcast of the day. We'll give him a break with only a half-hour switch over between playing baseball and softball on either ends of this field and then converting it
It's the same
into
field.
the soccer field.
How
Exactly
could it
right.
be, right?
Exactly right.
Had to take the fences down, move the camera equipment. It was quite a hectic 30 minutes or so in between games. And usually broadcasts set up way before that.
And the amazing Rob Munzing we will give more than a pass to for technical difficulties on an extremely busy day.
Yeah,
Very good hustle from him to get the replacement ready and up before the half was even over.
Yeah, we are up and streaming out right now, so wasn't an assurance that was going to happen. He's got us on the air and bring this game to you live from Auburn.
And a massive crowd out on the hillside behind us enjoying a good start to this one.
Yeah.
Mustangs really have had the majority of possession here and have created chances, but have not really been able to turn that into a ton of shots on target. Part of that has been with just how often Peyton Hoffman is willing to come off her line and smother the danger. Paul Smith responding by taking that early lead forward, too, to help out.
A foul called against the Mustangs. Free kick for the Bobcats. Not as great an angle this time for a long free kick as far as on goal. A little closer, though, as Maddie Swan actually scratched that. It'll be Carly Simmons stepping up to take it. Good spot to set someone up in the area, though.
Looking into the sun, Jordan Blanton here on this afternoon start. We'll have to be aware.
Good ball in the area, bounces all the way through. And out for a goal kick. There was chances there. A couple of Bobcats in the area, but no one could get a head or a foot on it.
Hands up in the air from Carly Simmons, wondering how on earth did that one get all the way through without somebody touching it.
He's pretty pleased with her delivery, the sophomore, and why not? 42nd minute. Valentine in a battle with Michaela Diller. Smith taking the throw. Sherman played that ahead. That's popped out by Remington, a throw in for the Bobcats. Swan. Maddie Swan, 11 goals in her career. Goals in 4 out of 6 this year. She's filled the gap overall as far as some of the scoring is concerned for Paul Smith, because they lost players like Harley Gates, who was the conference player of the year last season. Grace Cronick, Katrina Rafes as well. All reliable to pop goals in for the Bobcats. And Maddie Swan has picked up that slack. Liliana Barnes will take this corner. It's the first one of the afternoon for the Bobcats. Easily dealt with by Bianca Gilmore. Here's Gilmore again. She'll concede the throw. Goal apiece as we head toward the end of the first half. Michaela Diller in the 17th minute to put the visitors on top 1-0. Michaela Monterano 14 minutes later in the 31st minute, leveling the score. Here's Monterano here. Headed the ball high. Trying to get a foot on that. It was pushed forward by Leah Coulomb. Too many bodies in the middle to try to play that through. That gets through, however. Jalen Poitras rushing for that. Well defended. Scarlett Faber back there defensively. Had to play that with some poise and did, as that was not an easy ball. Especially not with the heat by Poitras that she was putting on. Rolls through. Caban trying to get there. Shepard for a moment, now Caban again. Played back to Martirano. Trying to weave through defenders. Still in possession, got by Liliana Barnes. Martirano into the area. Too close to the keeper, and there's Peyton Hoffman again. Hoffman making her 34th career start today for the Bobcats. He's a junior from Ilion, New York. Natty Swan, Riley Pelletier all over, giving her a very hard time on the honorable mention All-American. Now it's Valentine slowing her down. Emma Smith. Gonna play it in the air. And Remington off the ball. He pops it right back forward. Good header by Simmons to rise up above. Out jumping Jalen Poitras. Now Caban. Poitras on the run. Can she get there? Poitras into the area. Poitras! And another save. Great save by Hoffman. Poitras has had it a little too long, and that allowed Hoffman to come out and make the stop. It's in the corner for the Mustangs. They're fourth, and they won't get a chance to take it.
How about that ball in from Lily Caban? That was an outstanding through pass, and for a player who, according to her head coach Rob Rodriguez, is not at 100%. Boy, has she sure been playing well over these last 3 days.
Great battle in the first 45 here in Auburn. It's a 1-1 draw at halftime between the Paul Smith College Bobcats and the Central Maine Community College Mustangs. Back for the second after this on Munzing Media.
Something new is happening here at Central Maine Community College.
Join us for our first open house and homecoming weekend, Saturday, September 27th.
Future Mustangs, explore our campus and discover what CMCC has to offer.
Alumni, come back, reconnect, and show your Mustang pride.
Families and community friends, celebrate with us.
We'll have games, food, and live events.
Mark your calendars for Saturday, September 27th.
And be a part of CMCC's first ever open house and homecoming weekend.
We'll see you there.
Jeff Harder here, partner of CBU Advantage. Listen, Medicare can be overwhelming, but it doesn't have to be. Whether you're new to Medicare or exploring your options during open enrollment, our team at CBU Advantage is here to help make it simple. We'll help you compare plans, understand your benefits, and find the coverage that fits your needs and your budget. Don't let the confusion or stress hold you back. We're going to simplify the entire process for you. We're just a phone call away. Call us today or click the link below to book an appointment with a licensed agent to discuss your options. Talk to you all soon.
The Hutchinson Family Sports Foundation is proud to support Munzing Media's production of live streaming high school sports. We recognize the hard work and dedication of Maine's high school student athletes, and we applaud Munzing Media's pioneering live streaming efforts. The Hutchinson Family Sports Foundation.
Since 1892. And it changes the game, 35-26. This has been a wacko affair.
Our goal in public service is to improve the quality of life in communities. This is the Public Service and Social Sciences Department. We originally started with criminal justice, and then we added more programming.
I'm in the forensic science program.
I want to become a state fire investigator.
State trooper.
I want to be a game warden. Forensic psychologist. Behavioral health professional.
CM offers a lot more hands-on learning than most places.
The only way to give them that experience is to do that through immersive scenario training.
You actually dust their fingerprints. Learning how to go through, take pictures, what to look for.
We are the only college in the state of Maine that offers a third-year advanced certificate in police operations.
It is a great way of excelling your career and jump-starting you onto that path.
The Public Service Simulation Center allows us to fully implement an immersive training environment.
Can I see your other hand?
You just don't want to get boxed in.
We teach de-escalation and empathetic communication to better address community needs.
The instructors are awesome.
They really care about our education.
We have people that teach who have been members or are actively members of these industries. This is a one-of-a-kind program.
It's preparing me to have a step up in my professional career here at the school. They're really invested in our education. It's a nice environment.
At Central Maine Community College, we are building things that last. We're investing in technology, new facilities, and offering more degree programs than ever before. You can get the traditional college experience at a fraction of the cost, and for some, it's even free.
Wait, did she just say free?
That's right, free tuition for Maine high school grads from 2022 to 2025. Set your goals and find your path at CMCC. Let's build a future together.
provides our program exactly what they say, a chance for small colleges to compete. It's leveling the playing field for everybody. It provides a great opportunity. Just the fellowship amongst athletes, get a chance to play against some different teams that you typically don't get a chance to play against from different regions, different parts of the country. It kind of gives you an opportunity to kind of see where you're really at against everybody. Really good. Like I said, just a great environment, well-ran tournament. It's a pleasure to be part of organizations like USCA.
For years, you've worked hard, saved wisely, and dreamed of this moment. Retirement is one of life's biggest decisions. You don't have to navigate it alone. With Gosline Retirement Planning by your side, you can retire with confidence. We're a team of fiduciaries who specialize in the transition from work life to retirement life, and we're here to help. We at GRP are committed to building a plan that lets you live and give better than you thought possible.
Are you stuck with an annuity that's not meeting your needs? Maybe the returns are lower than you expected, or the terms no longer fit your financial goals. Upgrading your annuity could be the solution you've been looking for. With better rates, more flexible options, and the potential to increase your income, upgrading can help you make the most of your investment. We are here to guide you through the process, making it easy and ensuring your financial future is based on your specific goals. Call us to explore your options today.
At Central Maine Community College, we are building things that last. We're investing in technology, new facilities, and offering more degree programs than ever before. You can get the traditional college experience at a fraction of the cost, and for some, it's even free.
Wait, did she just say free?
That's right, free tuition for Maine high school grads from 2022 to 2025. Set your goals and find your path at CMCC. Let's build a future together.
Is your annuity keeping up with your goals? The financial landscape is constantly evolving, and new annuity options are designed to offer more benefits, better flexibility, and improved growth potential. Upgrading your annuity can help you take advantage of these opportunities and make your money work harder for you. Whether you're looking for higher income, newer, better terms, or added features, now is the time to explore what's possible. Call today to discover how we can help you unlock the full potential of your investment.
The USCA provides our program exactly what they say, a chance for small colleges to compete. It's leveling the playing field for everybody. It provides a great opportunity. Just the fellowship amongst athletes, get a chance to play against some different teams that you typically don't get a chance to play against from different regions, different parts of the country. It kind of gives you an opportunity to kind of see where you're really at against everybody. Really good. Like I said, just a great environment, well-ran tournament. It's a pleasure to be part of organizations like USCA.
Something new is happening here at Central Maine Community College.
Join us for our first open house and homecoming weekend, Saturday, September 27th.
Future Mustangs, explore our campus and discover what CMCC has to offer.
Alumni, come back, reconnect, and show your Mustang pride.
Families and community friends, celebrate with us.
We'll have games, food, and live events.
Mark your calendars for Saturday, September 27th.
And be a part of CMCC's first ever open house and homecoming weekend.
We'll see you there.
Here with you on a beautiful day in Auburn, Maine at Central Maine Community College. The women's team taking on Paul Smith's, the Bobcats from New York, and it's 1-1 here at halftime. We got a late start in our broadcast, mostly because we had a doubleheader for softball, a baseball broadcast, on this very same field. Baseball, as you're looking at the camera angle right now, is off to the right, softball to the left, and you can kind of see off in the distance, you can see where those fences are that were the temporary fences. They had to move off the field, so it was kind of helter-skelter in between. We did get up and going about halfway through the first half, and we do have the Central Maine goal to show, a volley from Michaela Martirano that we can take a look at. And Martirano equalizing in the 31st minute. I'll tell you all about the goal that opened the scoring, but here's Martirano. Caban's feed is going to be tremendous here. As you watch Caban step up and just put this ball into the area, it's not easy for Martirano either. I had to play this in the air with a left foot, which is not her stronger foot. It may have caught Peyton Hoffman by surprise a bit, who was drifting, as you saw, from right to left, or left to right as you were looking at it, and just got through her fingertips. So Peyton Hoffman, scoring on her is not very easy. 19 clean sheets in the last 3 years. No one in the USCAA has more than that than she does. We'll get one today, a pretty volley from Martirano for her second goal of the season, and the first is her goal at Fort Kent last Saturday. The goal by Paul Smith came 14 minutes previous to that. About 35 yards out in the 17th minute, Michaela Diller, off a direct free kick, just stepped up and launched it, snuck over the keeper, Jordan Blanton. A tremendous strike to put the Bobcats up 1-0. Martirano's goal that you saw equalized 14 minutes later. Possession fairly even, though. Mustangs probably had a little more than that, and they did have more corners, 4-1 overall, than Paul Smith did. So we'll take a break, and when we come back, second half action, our first game of two here. The men's teams will follow this action. 1-1 our score at halftime. A great second half coming up on Munsing Media.
USCAA provides our program exactly what they say, a chance for small colleges to compete. It's leveling the playing field for everybody. It provides a great opportunity, just the fellowship amongst athletes, get a chance to play against some different teams that typically don't get a chance to play against from different regions, different parts of the country. It kind of gives you an opportunity to kind of see where you're really at against everybody. Really good, like I said, just a great environment, well-ran tournament. It's a pleasure to be part of organizations like USCA.
At Central Maine Community College, we are building things that last. We're investing in technology, new facilities, and offering more degree programs than ever before. You can get the traditional college experience at a fraction of the cost, and for some, it's even free.
Wait, did she just say free?
That's right, free tuition for Maine high school grads from 2022 to 2025. Set your goals and find your path at CMCC. Let's build a future together. At Central Maine Community College, we are building things that last. We're investing in technology, new facilities, and offering more degree programs than ever before. You can get the traditional college experience at a fraction of the cost, and for some, it's even free.
Wait, did she just say free?
That's right, free tuition for Maine high school grads from 2022 to 2025. Set your goals and find your path at CMCC. Let's build a future together.
In Auburn, Rob Kennedy along with Caleb Lamb. 1-1 our scores. We're set for the second half on a glorious day in late September. Day of the temperature in the 60s, even into the 70s, 74 right now. A little bit of a breeze picking up for the second half, but I don't think that'll be much of a factor. The flag down at the end to our left, hardly moving, so really no issues overall as far as weather tonight being a factor in this game. Perfect conditions.
Absolutely. I mean, in terms of a late September day, this is as good as it's going to get.
Don't usually sit at sidelines here calling games in late September in Auburn, Maine, wearing shorts and a short-sleeve shirt, but I'll take it because you don't get this very often, and we'll be begging for this in about another month's time, I would think. Switching ends, visitors from Paul Smith's College, the Bobcats. They'll attack in front of their goalkeeper, Peyton Hoffman, from right to left. The Mustangs, Jordan Blanton, the starting goalie today, heading back out there in her blue kit. The Mustangs will attack in front of her from left to right. Paul Smiths will start with the possession here in the second half. And that is Maddie Swan, the All-American, getting set to start things off. Swan's been kept in check for the most part today by the Mustangs. She's had a couple of touches, but really no solid opportunities on goal. She is the leading returning goal scorer with 11 career goals. Michaela Diller, with her strike earlier, has now moved into a tie.
I can certainly see why Swan is such a fearsome player to deal with. She has been strong on the ball and tough to dispossess.
The defense has played well as far as limiting opportunities in close. The one shot, as we were talking about at halftime, that did beat Jordan Blanton, came from 35 yards, and it was perfect. Martirano attacking here, might get this, and can't quite keep it in. Vanessa Erkson, the senior defender, was there. It was off Erkson, though. You see the throw. That was Eliason who tried to move in, number 18. She's still out there today. Didn't start the game. Usually listed as a goalkeeper, can play the field too, as you're seeing.
Has done a good job, much better, I'd say, than how she looked against Word of Life. Didn't get as many minutes on the rainy turf. She said today, expect her to get on the score sheet. And I think she took offense when I told her that I was just hoping she'd look a little less lost on the wing.
Is that what you said, like that?
I did say it like that.
Well, I mean,
she was left standing mouth agape, but that might be motivation for her.
Maybe. The harsh truth.
Out of pocket, is that what the kids these days say?
You're asking the wrong guy about that.
Yeah, that's fair. Asking someone older than myself.
Let's
ask Rob Munzing. He's only a little bit older. He should surely know.
I'm still in high school, you know, as far as teaching, but I don't pick up all the lingo that way. Some. That one would be new to me. A couple I would recognize, but not that. Central Maine in possession again. That's Gilmore. Playing that ahead toward Martirano, shielding it, trying to turn for a shot, and was defended well by Erkson. Just got a toe on that, and that won't beat Hoffman.
Martirano has certainly been coming into her own over this week of games pretty much every other day for 4 contests, and that's plenty of minutes added on for the player from SMCC who's been a couple years away from the field coming into this season.
Maddie Swan going through Bianca Gilmore's legs. The return pass to Swan. She's onside. But she couldn't keep it in play. It's a goal kick for the Mustangs.
You absolutely positive you don't know the high school lingo, Rob? Based on that voice crack, I'd say you're a pretty young man right there.
Well, you know, you've got that little puberty kicking in at 55. Happens every once in a while. Maybe a growth spurt will be kicking in, too. I'll finally hit 6 feet.
Oh, to dream.
Exactly. Emma Smith. Up that touch line, Palin Hampel's over there. And Hampel giving chase. Deflects off her out of play and a throw in for Gilmore.
Good play there from her as well, covering and doing a good job of sliding over to that left side and leaving Remington and Nelson in the middle. Rob, we've talked about it so much this season, but this back line for the Mustangs just seems so formidable. Trying to break them down is a tough task.
Yeah, Gilmore, Remington especially, been such a great add to this team defensively. And she's not alone. Eliason trying to work past Sydney LeMay to the edge of the area, but that pass was behind the intended target, Riley Pelletier. Koch over to take the throw now for the Mustangs. Eliason. Pressured, lost it, but stolen right back by Koch. Maybe a chance now for Poitras. Oh, good challenge down low. Carly Simmons sliding in. And the shot from distance right at the keeper, Hoffman.
Good little drop there by Caban to pick that one up as she, again, swung her left foot at it. We remarked about it during that first half while we were waiting for the broadcast to get on. How many times these midfielders for Central Maine, who are very good at putting balls in the back of the net, have had to settle for left-footed shots.
Caban through to Martirano. Can she catch up to it? And she will keep it in play. Now has help in the area. Also support behind her from Eliason. There's a cross, again, too close to Hoffman. New formation. Well, I don't know what's new for the first game or the second game because we didn't do the broadcast on Thursday night, but Rob Rodriguez with a 4-4-2 tonight. Was he using that on Thursday as well? It's really worked well here today, I know that.
It was looking more to me like they were playing the 4-3-3 and at times dropping more into a 4-5-1. But 4-4-2, definitely a little more straightforward.
And players have picked up on it nicely. Here's a chance now, though. Brummer rolls that in on goal, and no problem at all for Blanton, who goes down to make the claim and hold on. Martirano trying to send that through. It was stopped. Poitras was the intended target. Eliason got a toe on it. Koch has possession. Also has company there in the person of Michaela Diller. Caban. That's booted away by Diller, and she sends the Mustangs chasing back into their goalkeeper's area. And Eliason has tons of time. Addie Swan's the closest player, and she's about 20 yards away.
This is where the Bobcats have struggled, though, to keep possession. Just so much pressure coming their way, having to clear things upfield and leaving a big gap between Swan and supporting midfielders to try and keep possession.
Poitras once again can't get past Simmons. That deflects off Bianca Gilmore. Gilmore and Palin Hampel in a race for it. That'll be a throw-in for the Mustangs.
Tell you what, Rob, Poitras drawing attention wherever she is on the field. Pretty much has someone shadowing her across. Right now it's been Colombe who's been sticking right with her, but she is proving to be very dangerous as her freshman season goes along, getting on the hat trick scoreboard against Word of Life on Thursday night.
3 goals and 2 assists that night. Got the hat trick and also set up the brace from Gloria San Pedro.
5 goal contributions on 5 goals scored. You'll take that for an evening, even if she did take particularly an atrocious penalty kick from the spot. That was the one downside for her on the night. But she did finish off the rebound.
It's an 8-point night. That's nothing to sneeze at all.
Not at all.
That's headed forward by the Bobcats. Gilmore taking the throw. No one there in white. First one there is Carly Simmons, a sophomore defender. A great challenge there as well. Barnes played that forward to Swan. Swan looking to blaze past Caban, who's stuck with her. Swan passes off, his help arriving. That's Hampel. Hampel rolling that into the area. No one there for the Bobcats. Easy play for Blanton to make. Martirano. Return to Pelletier. Eliason's offside. The flag's up. That'll give possession back to the Bobcats.
Just got caught too high up there. It was a great interchange between Martirano and Pelletier to set that up. And how about that punt from Blanton? Spot on, killed on the spot trap at midfield by Martirano. Those are the types of connections between this Mustangs team that we knew were going to take some time to form, with a host of new players coming in, as is seemingly the case every year when you're dealing with 2-year institutions.
Barnes another challenge. There's Koch. Watching Barnes. Barnes wins this ahead to Maddie Swan. Swan needs to be closed down. Tried to roll that ahead to Diller. The defense takes care of that, but turns it right back over. Tried to find Swan inside. The Mustangs will take no chances. Play that out for a corner or a throw? It's a corner?
Corner kick.
Corner kick. That's the second, first of the half for Paul Smith.
Gilmore just shanking that one off the shin and out of play, but anywhere would do on that hard, driven, low delivery into the box. Better to be safe than sorry.
That's right. Diller, who's got the goal, will set up for the corner, right footer. She'll start to swing that toward the goal, but away from the keeper, Blanton. Play to the edge of the area. Shot from Barnes is blocked. And the Mustangs still under pressure, but they'll get it out. Barnes with a couple of goals this season. Scored them both on September 1st against Vermont Linden. 2 goals and an assist for the rookie from Otago, New York.
And a great delivery that was in from the corner by Diller. As you already said, we know she's good from set pieces, as she demonstrated with that free kick from distance in the first half, but that was a great delivery in there that crossed up a couple of Mustangs defenders.
Great closing speed there from Carly Simmons, but she fell down. That allows Martirano to get free. Martirano into the area. Popped right back out, though. Martirano from Jalen Poitras. Into the area again. And now cleared by the Bobcats. And there's Koch to fire to the far side of the field. Maddie Valentine's the closest one there. Valentine being pursued by Hampel. Mustangs continue to win the possession battle, but struggling to get a ball into the area to really challenge the keeper, Peyton Hoffman. You won't usually beat her with a cheap goal.
Diagonal ball in from Gilmore there. She's continued to get forward the more that they've put her out wide to hit those passes, as we've already seen a couple of times this season, even putting her up as a center forward when necessary to try to take advantage of that strong leg of hers, but there just hasn't been anyone really making those diagonal runs to get on the other end of it today.
Maddie Swan picks up possession for the Bobcats. Rolled ahead toward Barnes. Barnes got by the defender. Here she comes. She's got Sydney LeMay closing in on goal, but that's played well by the Mustangs once again and played out into touch.
It's exactly the right pass to try and hit there up. Cut it back towards the top of the penalty spot, but she got such a good break on the ball, beating the defender. No one else was able to catch up with her to create an opportunity.
And Emma Koch was there to anticipate and play it away. Maybe a chance now for Poitras. We know the speed of Carly Simmons. Poitras taking her on. They're stride for stride. Martirano right behind her, and Simmons makes the defensive play, but that rolls out for a Central Maine corner. Their first of the second half and their 5th overall. The 57th minute of this 1-1 game. Martirano will try the outswinging corner with a right foot. Here's the delivery. Played right back in Martirano's direction, just outside the area. And that bounced her right to Hoffman.
Not a ton of power behind that effort, and that is racking up some stops here for Hoffman to pad her stats now with 8 saves on the game.
Swan trying to play that ahead to Diller, who had slowed down to stay onside. Blanton, good power on that boot. I think all 3 of the keepers we've seen this year, she's got the most power as far as playing it upfield.
Oh, absolutely.
Here's Poitras. Poitras, looking from Wyndham, slowed down to the edge of the area. Cleared away again, and guess who? Carly Simmons.
Fantastic tackle there, well executed.
She has been excellent here in the second half especially.
Just frustrating these Mustangs attackers who are taking to heart some of the talkings too from Rob Rodriguez, who's just asked them to be more willing to take defenders on one-on-one, try to create chances.
Martirano will try here as that's touched ahead by Pelletier. Eliason is heading forward. Martirano. No problem for Hoffman at all. It's been a game to cash in opportunities. There haven't been many of them. Really, Paul Smith scoring on the one chance they've had. One you didn't think might be a chance right away, 35 yards out. It was straight away, but didn't look like a dangerous opportunity. Michaela Diller certainly turned it into one. And Michaela Martirano on the volley took it right out of the air to equalize.
That was a great finish with the left foot on
Sure
that cross
was.
from Gilmore. Don't think referee on the far side spotted that Olivia Varney is prepared to come into the game. She'll get to do that now.
So Varney in. Lily Sherman back in as well for the Bobcats. Devin Eliason will check out for the Mustangs. And Michaela Diller, who's got the goal, will get a rest for Paul Smiths. Approaching the hour mark here in the 59th minute. Poitras, shoulder to shoulder with Carly Simmons. That's off Simmons for a throw. Valentine. Lily Caban. Varney calling for it in space. Caban will advance. Caban with plenty of space wants the shot and scores! They backed off her and paid dearly. Lily Caban. It's 2-1 Mustangs.
Long range effort arrowed into the corner and left the keeper stranded with no chance at getting a hand to that one. What a shot on the run. Finally gets a chance to take one with her right foot, and look at this on the replay.
Look how much space she has, too. The defender just kind of let her advance. No one closes her down and snuck inside the post, upper corner. Perfect shot by Caban. That is her 5th career goal in her 25th game for the Mustangs. It's a big one.
I think that one tasted the side netting as well as it came in, just to show how well placed it was.
Elena Strickland in. And that'll give Riley Pelletier a chance to come off and get a break. So the Mustangs with a lead for the first time this afternoon. And a huge goal by Caban. 2 straight games with a point for Lily. And an assist on Thursday and the win over Word of Life. And a goal here tonight.
Fed one through nicely to Poitras in that game. And for the second straight home contest in 3 days, the Mustangs start from behind, but do find a way to come back and take a lead in the second half.
Goals are starting to come for the Mustangs. That was a problem in the early going, but as we expected, as the year went on, this team started to gel. They'd find the back of the net more times. Blocked again by Simmons. Hampel gave it away to Gilmore, who turned it over. Maddie Swan. Swan. Don't want to give her too much space. That's what she can do in the through ball, but Heather Nelson alert to it. Swan again. No one there that time, and that's Gilmore. Playing that out into touch. Throw in for the Bobcats.
And they're going to stop the clock here.
Now there's a cramp.
I think, yeah, there's an issue back here for a...
It's Carly Simmons, who was doubled over.
Paul Smith's player that's in some discomfort, and I think referee just wanting to make sure that he checked in and that there wasn't anything serious from behind that he missed there. That's good refereeing.
Looks like Simmons is okay as well, which is good news. She's back to a jog again and gets a drink of water from her keeper, Peyton Hoffman. Bobcats. Hampel. They'll reset. Emma Smith, the senior. The switch to LeMay. LeMay had that blocked at the 18. LeMay Barnes right back to claim it, and Barnes might be in here, but it bounces too close to Blanton, who came off her line to pick it up. Most of these players on the Bobcats from the state of New York, a couple of Vermonters, and Rowan Perry, and of course the player we just mentioned a second ago, and Sydney LeMay, and Lola DeToni, the one Canadian on this team from Ottawa, had some action in the first half. That ball through, and again popping out off the line, Hoffman to arrive in front of Poitras.
Another great exchange there. Martirano that time playing give and go with with Milena Strickland, and Poitras getting closer to catching up to one of those balls before Hoffman can come to collect it, as we've seen several times now at this point in the season. She only needs a step.
More attack now by the Mustangs. Martirano has had a great game. Varney calling and receiving. Varney tried to save it, couldn't do it. It's a goal kick. Okay, Gloria San Pedro back in, fresh off her brace on Thursday night, scoring her second and third goals of the season in that win over Word of Life. And she will take Jalen Poitras' spot.
Poitras decked out in the Spider-Man face paint and Mustang's temporary tattoo. There was plenty of things to enjoy in terms of the open house festivities. And the women's soccer team, while they were watching softball, taking full advantage of everything on offer.
And a lot of fans have stuck around. Food trucks, many have left, but the hill is still crowded. Festive day, festive atmosphere here at Central Maine Community College. Homecoming and open house. Emma Koch. That's over Varney toward Martirano. Plays that one to touch, and it was right off of her. She'll hand that to Vanessa Erkson.
Wasn't anything given either way.
No.
I thought that had come off of Martirano. But
I thought so too. Sometimes though, when the referee doesn't know, they wait for the players to kind of have an indication, and neither one did. Martirano then just claimed the ball and got the call. Sometimes they don't know either. Long throw by Varney's over San Pedro and picked up by Simmons. Simmons, a rare miscue, gave that away to Caban. Caban with one already. This time squares to San Pedro. Couldn't turn around Scarlett Faber. Almost did.
What a first touch that was to take it from behind off the ankle and flick it up into the air onto her head.
And almost got behind the defender at the same time. Varney towards San Pedro again. San Pedro recovers. Good switch and turn and a shot and a diving save from Hoffman. As that shot from San Pedro was labeled just inside the post, Hoffman had to get there.
Well, there's that great footwork that has gotten San Pedro more time, especially more as a center forward here with only two. She's playing on the left side, but being able to stay more central, take advantage of her ability on the ball to kind of either juke defenders or be able to set up runners from either side, and she has taken advantage of it over the last couple of games.
Faber got a foot on that. Varney, after LeBlanc defers. Or, excuse me, Strickland. Now it's Caban. Caban to the left foot, pursued by Coulomb. Coulomb forcing Caban back. Got knocked down. The referee says play on. Toward Martirano. She's doubled. Simmons with another header to clear. There's Faber, excuse me, again. San Pedro now on it. Tried to play that back in support. No one was there. Chance now maybe for Coulomb and the Bobcats to break.
Gilmore does well to hunt that down, though, and step up well.
Allow the Mustangs to recover defensively. Throw in for the Bobcats. Minute 66 of the 90. Barnes knocked that ahead. Valentine popped it forward. Trying to pick out San Pedro. Swan. Trying to play that through to Sidney LeMay, who had three defenders there. Very good job by Nelson. And Emma Koch. Remington in the vicinity as well. Michaela Diller taking the throw. Barnes outside. Another throw in for the Bobcats. Maddie Swan into the area. Not for long, though. Headed away immediately. But a heavy first touch. Played right back to the 18. Sidney LeMay wins the throw. Good pressure from Koch, though, as LeMay had a step and Koch closed her down. Koch is here. Ball cut out by Palin Hampel. Surrounded by defenders. Barnes stepped in front of Caban. Caban pursuing her, still challenging. Barnes has support behind her, doesn't use it. Tried to play it outside, it was picked off. Emma Smith. Maddie Swan. Remington there with Swan. Swan got in front of her. That's kicked away by Nelson.
Paul Smith's team so strong on the ball, so tough to take away from. The only problem for them, they haven't had enough possession to really make the most of that so far this afternoon.
Elena Strickland pops that out into touch. A throw in for the Bobcats, but a little more possession here lately as they try to equalize. Putting on some pressure, looking for that second goal. They had the lead after 17 minutes. Martirano equalized in the 31st, 14 minutes later. Martirano had that spin off her foot. Now a bit of a challenge here to step in front of Coolum and play it. Space out wide. That is picked up by Olivia Varney. Varney on the hop. Looking forward. Has targets. Caban. Varney coming back. And that was pushed forward by Faber off Varney, out for a goal kick.
Oh, that was unlucky there. Caban did a great job of trying to peek over both shoulders to create an opportunity for Varney to give her the ball. Just tried to touch it with the outside of the left boot to play a give and go, and could not. And I would say that we are halfway through this second half. That, to me, Rob Kennedy, looks like a water break.
It is, and we'll take one as well. 2-1 the score on the Lily Caban goal, just shy of the hour mark. The Mustangs in front on Munzing Media.
Our goal in public service is to improve the quality of life in communities. This is the Public Service and Social Sciences Department. We originally started with criminal justice, and then we added more programming.
I'm in the forensic science program.
I want to become a state fire investigator.
State trooper.
I want to be a game warden. Forensic psychologist. Behavioral health professional.
CM offers a lot more hands-on learning than most places.
The only way to give them that experience is to do that through immersive scenario training.
You actually dust for fingerprints.
Learning how to go through, take pictures, what to look for.
We are the only college in the state of Maine that offers a third-year advanced certificate in police operations.
It is a great way of excelling your career and jump-starting you onto that path.
The Public Service Simulation Center allows us to fully implement an immersive training environment.
Can I see your other hand?
You just don't want to get boxed in.
We teach de-escalation and empathetic communication to better address community needs.
The instructors are awesome.
They really care about our education.
We have people that teach who have been members or are actively members of these industries. This is a one-of-a-kind program.
It's prepared me to have a step up in my professional career here at the school. They're really invested in our education. It's a nice environment.
Start the 69th minute here, 22 minutes remaining on the clock. As Paul Smith's looking for an equalizer. Down 2-1 their two-day trip to Maine. They'll be down in South Portland tomorrow to take on SMCC. A little closer trip on Wednesday for Paul Smith's. They'll stay in New York to take on Word of Life and then entertain Maine Augusta. Word of Life is on Wednesday. Maine Augusta will be in New York on Saturday next week. Mustangs have UMaine Fort Kent coming up 4 o'clock right here on Thursday. Then a road trip away at Vermont State Johnson on Sunday, and a quick turnaround as they'll play Monday in South Portland against Southern Maine Community College. It's all the next 9 days for those teams as we head into October and down the stretch in the Yankee Conference season.
Everything building towards that YSCC tournament that will be hosted right here.
What weekend is that?
That's going to be November 1st.
First, okay. San Pedro resets. Remington. Koch. Koch has company from Swan. Played that toward Varney. And Varney beaten to it by Erkson. Big 3 points on the line. Both teams want to take all three, although Paul Smith's right now with 20 to go. Down a goal. Wouldn't say they'd be satisfied with one, but I think if they got one out of this in this position, they wouldn't be too upset, especially as the Mustangs push for a insurance marker. Varney. Varney. Trying to get by the defender, Carly Simmons. Simmons did well not to play that on the ground, at least in the referee's judgment.
It's one of those things, it's not technically, as a stoppage here for the injured defender after the fact, it's not technically a rule that you're not allowed to play the ball on the ground. What is the rule is dangerous play,
right.
And that would probably be the type of play for exactly this outcome that you would whistle, because you don't want to be playing the ball in a way that would make it dangerous for your opponent to try to kick it, because they might injure you. but she at least looks not too bad for wear and back up on her feet.
She had a cramp earlier in the half as well, so might have re-aggravated that, but she looked like she's okay, trying to loosen up that. Looks like her left leg. Peyton Hoffman helped her up. And Simmons, who has been so good defensively in this game, is not somebody that the Bobcats and Coach Kelvin McGinnis want to have anything less than full strength.
Emma Koch, one of the players wearing the captain's armband for the Mustangs, over to have a chat with the referee. I think confirming that exact thing on the decision is Caban called for a poke in against the foot.
Simmons will take the kick. Played that too far over the head of Sydney LeMay. Throw in resulting for the Mustangs. 70th minute. Caban's goal on the 59th is the difference so far. As the Mustangs spotted the Bobcats a goal in the 17th minute and fought back to take the lead here in the second half. Varney, great play to take that from Coolum. Coolum looking to take it right back, and a foul called against the Mustangs, Livia Varney. She didn't agree with that.
Not so sure about that one myself.
Definitely wasn't taken well on the Mustangs bench by the coaching staff, but a free kick for Erkson.
I'm not sure what the foul would be given for in that situation. Cutting the ball back too hard, perhaps.
Well, the whistle blew was going to go the other way on Sydney LeMay. Or Vanessa Erkson, perhaps, actually. Heather Nelson. Strong challenge by Maddie Swan. Swan was the last to touch it. That's why the throw-in was in that direction, headed by Simmons. Caban trying to get by her. Ooh. And that'll be a foul that time on Carly Simmons. Called by the assistant referee. A free kick now is Caban and Simmons in a very spirited battle.
Well, chance for a great delivery from a good spot, and Emma Koch standing over this one.
4 targets now, 5 targets coming up. All on that left side of the goal for Koch.
Former goalkeeper turned defender certainly has a good connection on dead balls. See if she can drive this one in.
Here it is. Deflected high. Varney, can she settle and shoot? She can, but it was blocked by Simmons, who came sliding out. And there's a shot over the bar from distance. Another block by Simmons, who's gutting through an injury. She's still not 100%, but still right in the middle of things and still being a major nuisance for the Mustangs offense. Goal kick for Hoffman. Headed forward by Coolum. Spinning that ball as Varney plays it off the head to San Pedro. Back to Strickland. Martirano has company from Emma Smith, got by her. Martirano into the area, puts it far post and just misses.
That one was curling, though, towards that back post. And
it did.
Maybe just our angle, but might have been the trick of the eye to make it look closer than it was. Hoffman certainly seemed unbothered as that one was bending in.
Kelsey DeRubis in, giving Maddie Swan a rest. I bet that'll be fairly short. Get those legs freshened up and get her back in to push for that equalizer. Not too much longer, as she is one of the 2 top scorers on this team. 11 career goals, along with Michaela Diller, who scored her 11th to open the scoring back in the first half. Koch with it. Laid back to the keeper, Jordan Blanton. He's got plenty of space and time. Outside to Gilmore. Lily Sherman advancing on her. Emma Smith. It's a throw in for Central Maine. 74th minute. Lily Caban's goals standing up for now. Strickland.
Melina Strickland continuing to showcase her Swiss Army knife versatility, playing as a central midfielder today. We've seen her this season as a winger, a forward, an outside back.
There's a shot by Caban. Oh, it's a beauty! Couple bounces. Delivered inside the post again. It's 3-1.
Well, I'm glad I stopped talking there. Lost track of that ball coming in. Didn't realize Caban was stepping into one. And how about that for a shot?
Just take it off the head. And off the bounce. It sat there for and caught that on the way down. And, yeah, there wasn't much room there at all between Hoffman and the post. It looked like Hoffman had that played very nicely. But couldn't get to it. It's 3-1, and that might be enough.
Insurance marker at this late point on in the game, especially as these legs continue to tire under the hot sun. This would be quite the almighty comeback for Paul Smith to have to put together.
So Caban, a tremendous game here as that ball rattles around inside the area. Now the keeper, Peyton Hoffman, is down. Heading back up now as she looked downfield. The ball was moving away. She's able to rest and gather herself. That's played out aggressively by Gilmore. Now the Bobcats will have to be a little desperate pushing for a goal as they're down a couple. Here they come. Trying to turn and shoot Sherman. Scratch that was Coolum, 16, not 18. Not a goal kick. Blanton. Olivia Varney stepping in front of LeMay. Varney had some support back there from Strickland. And the Bay State are playing that ahead towards San Pedro. Flipped out by Erickson. We'll allow for a sub to come in the game, though, for the Mustangs. We'll see Grace Espinette for the first time, the Spruce Mountain Phoenix player from J-Main, or Livermore, excuse me. Don't want to make that mistake.
Correct. I'm going to give Martirano a spell here, as she's had a strong game today, I have to say. Has worked more, I think, outside to the flanks or dropping more into the middle, but has kept possession very well.
Getting more and more comfortable as every passing game goes on, and she's not the only Mustang player you can say that about. It was almost stolen, and was stolen, in fact, but put too close to Hoffman. She's so alert, Hoffman is, as far as anticipating what's going to happen when the ball is down at her end.
Great job there to smother that one. Is Kiki Shepard showcasing her speed for the Knutsford Academy product, just nipping in behind the defender, who was pretty comfortable that ball was going to cross the end line. Not so, with the speed of number 19 closing her down behind.
That's out for a Mustang throw. And time's starting to become a big concern for the Bobcats, especially when they haven't had much possession. The Mustangs have done very well holding on to the ball for the most part here in the second half. And they've made life relatively easy for Jordan Blanton in the second 45. Rolled ahead to Coolum. Here come the Bobcats again. Coolum. Slowed down by Remington. There's Gilmore in to help out. Gilmore. That'll be a corner kick won by Lily Sherman. Third corner for Paul Smith, second of the half. This one's a big one. Kelsey DeRubis will come over and take it. DeRubis. Line drive corner into the area. Espinette got a knee on that to clear it away.
Kenzie, take a knee for me. Take a knee for me.
That's out for a throw, and Kenzie Richards got a chance to check in. I mentioned J-Main before when we were talking about Grace Espinette, her teammate from J-Main. Grace is from Livermore. Kenzie Richards coming in from J. Two Spruce Mountain Phoenix entering the game within a couple minutes of each other.
Heather Nelson coming out to get a break. And I think that's also more an opportunity to get Kenzie Richards some time in the center back spot. She played a little bit against Word of Life. But those are the types of positions where it's very rare to make a sub without injury or something happening tactically. So you take all the opportunities you can get.
Richards had that for a moment. Now it's on that far side to Rubis. DeRubis working down that touch line. It's Play right back out. Great challenge over that far side as well. Now it's Kiki Shepard. Shepard switching the field. Varney. She touched that by, not quite. Erickson got just enough on that to slow it down. There's Varney again, though. Varney had that poked away by LeMay. Coming to pick it up over Kenzie Richards. Return pass to Richards. Oh, great move. Just yanked the cape out of the way of Liliana Barnes and sent the first year running by. San Pedro with it now. Nifty footwork by San Pedro. Palin Hampel stuck right with her. Strickland from distance. Ooh, tough shot, too, as that just kept going, and Peyton Hoffman had to go up high to make the claim.
That one was not dipping, I think, as fast as Hoffman was expecting, and she was up off her tippy toes to make sure she got two hands behind that one.
Well, the Mustangs didn't score, but they're doing a great job of keeping the ball again away from their keeper, Jordan Blanton. He's trying to see out this game over the next 10.5 minutes, as we're minute number 80 of the 90.
This is where really you just want to be able to keep possession and keep the other team chasing. But for the Mustangs, they've spent so much time trying to drill their offense and create those opportunities that might be their best method of keeping the ball, is keep pressing forward looking for a fourth.
San Pedro looking ahead toward Caban, who's on 2 goals here in the second half. Those 2 goals, the difference in this game. Played ahead once again towards San Pedro. Stepping up, Gilmore. Strickland lets it run to her right foot, but her pass was behind Varney. Strickland, though, got it anyway, put a shot toward the goal, and it'll kill more precious seconds as Hoffman has to claim it.
Anticipating that at some point here, Rob, Paul Smith's going to have to roll the dice and throw more up front, and that might be what these 2 substitutions they're going to make are going to be about.
We'll see as that's put forward by Richards into the area. Simmons has had a great day defensively. Another stop. Varney trying to force. Stepped in front of LeMay. And once again, right at Hoffman. Hoffman taking her time, letting players get back downfield. Now we'll get some subs into the contest as Abda will check in. 27 for the Mustangs. Marley Brummer, Michaela Diller both entering the game for the Bobcats. Abda, the sophomore from Lewiston, Maine, played for the Blue Devils.
Didn't see who Abdow just came in for.
Didn't either.
Might be Olivia Varney.
Yeah, Varney's no longer out there. Yeah, good catch. Subs coming in for the Mustangs as well. Emily Nenza, number 28, Skylar Oakes. Number 21, Oakes, the freshman from way up north, Fort Fairfield, Maine. It's north of Presque Fort Fairfield Tigers. Emily Nenza a little closer, down the road in New Gloucester. That stayed in, but was turned over again to Carly Simmons. San Pedro pressuring her, forcing the turnover. Espinette still with it as she runs through the Diller challenge. Grace Espinette working the offense, trying to play that through towards San Pedro. A little out of her reach, although she's still battling for it. This will roll out into touch. Throw in for the Mustangs. 7:34 remaining. Clock ticking here. That third goal in the 74th minute, the second of the afternoon by Caban, proving huge right now. Right on that touch line, kept in by Richards for now.
Richards has been very active since coming on. Has actually played at the right back spot with Emma Koch ducking into the middle as a center back, and that's also where Gilmore is right now as she sees the ball come in her direction.
Barnes and Diller trying the 1-2. Barnes has it. Brummer now. Here's Koch with the pressure on. That will be a goal kick.
She's able to sweep it off the legs of the attacker and ping it out behind for the goal kick. We'll take another half a minute or so off the clock.
That would see Maddie Swan back in, but not at this point. Came out about a dozen minutes ago. That's
Remember
Diller
this-
up front and Brummer right now.
Paul Smith's team that's also looking ahead to their next matchup as well with their trip to Maine this weekend.
They'll be down in South Portland tomorrow. Staying, of course, in the Pine Tree State tonight. Barnes on the throw, deferring to Erkson. Chance to do that again as that's off Richards. As long as the clock keeps ticking and the Bobcats well away from the goal, the Mustangs will do this until the final horn sounds.
Yeah, just happy to keep volleying these out of play and keep any kind of rhythm from being created by Paul Smiths.
Barnes to the 18 and no further. Spinning ball out to Erkson. Again at the 18, Gilmore heads this one forward. Espinette in front of Coulomb. Espinette just coming on for the Mustangs. Coulomb pursuing Espinette, playing it ahead. Emma Smith will get there. There's a throw in for Paul Smith, but again, well away from the Mustang goal. Grab down once again. They'll roll it out toward Abdow. That was Elena Strickland. And the long shot will drift wide. Strickland there again. And picked up by Hoffman. Rare to get 3 goals by Hoffman. Heck, it's rare to get 2 goals by Hoffman. The Mustangs have done that today. Caban with 2 of them. Both here in the second half. Strickland. It's over on that far side for Shepard. San Pedro now. Took it right off the foot of Emma Smith. Smith, though, undaunted, not giving up. Great battle going on between those two. Strickland worked outside under pressure from Coulomb. Into the area toward Abdow. She was marked and couldn't get possession. It's a goal kick. Marley Brummer came back to distract Abdow. She couldn't get the shot away.
Great work, though, by Gloria San Pedro on that far side, juking and deking and finding some space to deliver what was a very dangerous ball in for Abdow, crashing in. One former Edward Little Red Eddie trying to set up the former Lewiston Blue Devil.
A very quick pregame after this one because the men's game is coming up next. Ref says play on after that challenge from Richards. Only have about 10 or 15 minutes in between the games, so we'll kind of take a break, and we'll stop the clock here with 3:38 to go because Erkson in that challenge is actually scratched. That's not Erkson.
That looked knee to knee, and that's always going to be painful.
Diller, perhaps?
I believe you're right.
It is Diller. And Diller in obvious distress.
And I think the trainer just waiting to see if they can be waved on. Yep, trainer being ushered on now, so Matthew Dove will head over to take a look.
You're mentioning, too, about this a 2-game trip for Paul Smith. The last thing you want going into that Southern Maine game against a good opponent is lose a player like Michaela Diller, so we'll hope she's okay. Diller scoring her 11th career goal to tie Maddie Swan as the active leader in goals. Actually, no one really close to that total on this team. Leah Coulomb has 7 goals, 2 of them against Central Maine here a couple of years ago. 5 goals for Palin Hampel. And again, they lost a lot of goal scorers, this Bobcats team did. Player of the Year, Haley Gates was an All-American. Grace Cronick, Katrina Rafes. All tremendous players, both in the All-Conference team in the YSCC last season.
Talking about numbers there, that men's matchup coming up here to end the day. I'm going to be very interested to see how it turns out. Technically a top 10 battle. Paul Smith's number 10 in the USCAA Week 1 poll, and Central Maine still cemented up top at number 1.
Defending national champs have not missed a beat at all. In fact, and Alfie Bashford, the captain, was saying this before the year started. He said, we might be better than last year.
And it's been impressive to see how this team has been able to stay unbeaten this season despite some injuries. Missing, at one point after the SMCC game, their entire spine of the team, all 3 captains were out with injury. Mitch Cameron, the central attacking midfielder who leads the USCAA in goals scored, and They were also missing Alfie Bashford, who looks like he might be more of a long-term, and Cody Cleveland, the goalkeeper who led the country last year in wins, goals against average, save percentage, you know, all those things. Those would be enough to upend any team's momentum. Central Maine did not miss a beat.
Good to say Michaela Diller walking off under her own power after that collision. She'll be attended to by the trainer. 3.5 minutes to go, 3:38 to be exact. Minute 87.
I've not seen a player technically check in for her.
Now, look, see that when New was on, Darubas was in. She's still out there. Palin Hampel.
They do have 11 on the field, so.
Richards. Kenzie Richards moving forward. Abdow outside. Richards going back inside. It was kicked off her foot by Marley Brummer. Barnes. Look at the pursuit from Skylar Oakes. Is forced to right into Koch, who makes the steal. Shepard. Trying to touch that around the defender. Shepard still with it. Kiki Shepard. Stopped at the 18. But San Pedro is there now. Shepard again. Working some magic with San Pedro, trying to split defenders. Can't do it. Still had possession, though. Finds Abdow for a shot. It was spinning and rolled off her foot for a goal kick. But again, it's under 3 minutes now, and the Mustangs have all but seen this one out. That gets through to Kelsey Darubas. Darubas outside. Challenged by Richards. Koch. Richards again. It went by her. Darubas. That was a nice pass to Barnes, but Barnes played it too far ahead, and Gilmore was there to clear. San Pedro. Excellent work by Faber, the rookie defender.
Boy, this is where San Pedro seems to excel for this Mustangs team, being able to almost just play keep away up front and keep possession, keep defenders trying to dive in, potentially foul her, and more importantly, keeping her team with the ball.
And that's really been the impressive part here in the second half, just how much possession the Mustangs have had. That and the two brilliant goals by Lily Caban that have given them a 3-1 lead and allowed them to simply squeeze the life out of this game by holding on to the ball for much of this last 45.
Well, I mentioned it once we got on the air a little bit late here with the technical difficulties that Paul Smith's able to score off that free kick, but it was rarely against the play that they took the lead, and Central Maine has been able to be in the driver's seat from start to finish here, even if they had to come from behind to pick up the win.
Jalen Hampel. That's a goal kick, as it wasn't touched. About to go under a minute. The wind's picked up a little bit here. You might hear it in the headphone microphone. Jordan Blanton. In no particular hurry. Why would she be?
The smart choice there is she was going to be kicking into the face of that wind to try to go short, but Kenzie Richards just unable to settle the ball.
Yeah, miscue there. That'll allow the Bobcats to get the throw, but there just isn't enough time for 2 goals for the visitors here. Great comeback effort today for the Mustangs, scoring twice in the second half to break open a 1-1 game at halftime. Michaela Diller opening the scoring in the 17th minute. Michaela Martirano equalizing in the 31st. And then it was the Lily Caban show. A perfect shot in the 59th minute into the upper left-hand corner. And then a quick turn and fired into the lower left-hand corner 15 minutes later in the 74th minute. She's going to be our Edge Nutrition Player of the Game, Lily Caban. We'll take a look at those goals. There's Caban. This time they just gave her tons of space and paid for it. Watch this finish. Into the upper corner. That was the first of her 2 goals and the eventual game winner in the 59th minute. And she scores again in the 74th minute as well. We'll take a look at that goal too. As the horn is sounded and the Mustangs have gotten all 3 points. So Caban again just playing this one perfectly off the second hop, and bang. Inside the post, there was little room there between the keeper Peyton Hoffman, but the shot had to be perfect to beat her, and it was. Lily Caban, the Edge Nutrition player of the game. So stick around. The men's team with Paul Smith. That battle coming up in about 10 minutes. We'll have it for you next on Munzing Media. Set to go for the second half of our doubleheader today. The two top 10 teams. We have two top 10 teams here in the country in the Division II poll. Central Maine Community College Mustangs, number 1, the defending national champs, will take on the number 10 Paul Smith College Bobcats. The Mustangs 6-0-2, the Bobcats 4-6-0, but the Mustangs and Bobcats very, very strong in conference play overall, and this game is going to be massive when it comes to 3 points in the conference standings. We're going to have the players walking out and the starting lineups introduced. We'll have them for you as well. Caleb Lamb will join me in the broadcast in just a bit. He's over on the microphone down in the softball press box. So they're announcing the starters right now as they're walking out. We'll get the starters for you too. Kashmir Kubel will start in goal, the junior from Keene, New Hampshire. Hyler Isham, Nathan Wiley, Colin Bijou, Keegan Hance, Harrison Carlisto, Jacob Butler in the starting lineup today. Mark Sunderland as well, number 5, and Paul Sunderland, the two rookies from Canandaigua, New York. For the Mustangs, Mikel Soto in the starting lineup. Yohan Terrio, the freshman, starting number 8 for the Mustangs. Daniel Semple in the starting lineup. Mitch Cameron, captain's armband today, number 10, he'll start. The Montreal native, Massimo Di Pilato, in the starting lineup once again. Charles Leclerc, a freshman from France. He's in the starting lineup. Matty Waters in the starting lineup as well, number 16. Mitchell Maceda, the rookie, who's been so impressive on the back line, former Rannoch Black Bear starting. Matthew Greco, 4 goals on the season in 5 games starting. And Drew Hatala rounding out the starting lineup as far as the field players are concerned. The rookie from Sabatis. And the sophomore from Richmond, Maine, Cody Cleveland, back in the lineup, one of the captains of this team. There's our starting lineups. We had the anthem played before the women's game that was won by Central Maine Community College 3-1. So the players will just shake hands. No anthem for this one as they get set to go. Mustangs, of course, the 4-time defending YSCC champs, the Division II national champs, haven't missed a beat. They're outscoring their opponents this year 37-4. And the last time we saw the Mustangs here, they squashed UMA. They jumped out to an early lead against SMCC down on the road. That was last Thursday to win that match 3-2. And this past Thursday, they were here at home. We didn't broadcast that game because it was a monsoon when they played Word of Life. It was also a 9-0 demolition job by the Mustangs over Word of Life in that contest. Paul Smiths, they were the Yankee Conference runners-up last season. They reached the finals, defeating Word of Life 3-2. They lost 5-1 to CMCC in the conference championship in a testy game that featured 7 yellow cards, 4 to Paul Smiths and 3 to Central Maine. So we'll see what kind of game we have today. Went to the national tournament last year, dropped both games to Penn State, New Kensington, and Central Pennsylvania. But this year, the Bobcats starting to heat up. They've won 2 of their last 3, both their Yankee Conference matchups. Knocked off York County Community College 3-2 on September 13th, and a win over Vermont State Randolph 2-1 on September 17th. Coming off a loss in the Cup matchup to SUNY ESF, 2-0 was the final score last Sunday. And the thing the Bobcats really need to do is not get in an early hole against this CM team. That has been their problem. They've been playing catch-up against Central Maine in the last few contests, and it's a very hard team to come back on once you've given up a goal or 2. So the Bobcats will be attacking from left to right in the road green uniforms in front of Kashmir Kubel, who's playing his 38th game, starting all of them in that span. The Mustangs in front of Cody Cleveland. They'll be going from right to left in the home whites with the red. It'll be the Bobcats who open up in possession. Sit back, relax, enjoy this game from Auburn, Maine on a gorgeous day. The wind's picked up a little bit, but the temperature is still perfect for a day in late September. 72 degrees, sunshine, no rain in the vicinity, no rain in the forecast for the next week or so once again. We got it all on Thursday night, apparently. So we're underway. Nemwira working that outside. Back to Cleveland, who's returning to the lineup today. Guello Kazadi played the contest on Thursday night. Didn't have a whole lot to do as the Mustangs just ran off the Word of Life team and really weren't challenged in that game at all. That's not a slight on Word of Life. That Mustangs team has just been that good. It's popped outside. Greco. Has deflected out into touch. It's a throw-in for the Mustangs. Matty Waters, a couple goals and an assist Thursday against Word of Life. Now it's Cameron. Speaking of goals, he's got 11 this season, and that leads all scorers in the Yankee Conference. A couple goals, 2 assists last year in the pair of games against Paul Smiths. Now they'll play that forward. An opportunity now for the Mustangs. And there's a shot. And it's just wide of the mark.
Semple not far off there as he tore down that wing. Or excuse me, is that Johan Terrio from the right side? Maybe the 8 instead of the 9? Yes, it was.
That's what I was looking at as well. I couldn't tell if it was Terrio or Semple. I saw the number on the back and wanted to wait till he turned.
Used to seeing him more set up in the midfield and curl dangerous deliveries in. That time, though, at full sprint, and did a great job to get him behind.
Soto intercepts. Just played right back. Given back again. Nice little back heel flip. Maybe a chance now for the Mustangs. They'll work it back out. This is Atala. Shot blocked, taken by Matty Waters. Now back the other way. Come the Bobcats. Nathan Wiley. Wiley, a 2024 second-team All-American, the junior from Wareham, Mass. 3 goals in the last 3 games for the Bobcats sniper. 7 total goals, is tied for second in the conference with Daniel Semple. Got a couple of multi-goal games this season as well. The last one against York County Community College in that 3-2 win. That was back on September 13th, 2 weeks ago. Cleveland outside. Nemwira. Nope. And played down that flank. Into the middle. Cameron shoots. A great save by Kubel. Went down and flared out the right leg to keep that out and deny early lead for the Mustangs. Huge save because you can't get behind this Central Maine team, especially here in Auburn.
No, once that first goal goes in, it's almost a death knell because now they can sense blood in the water and the Sharks will swarm. 9 goals scored last time out. They've put some big numbers up over the last couple of weeks as this team is finally clicking, finally connecting, if you ask Dalton Wing. They were still in the figuring out stage for the first couple of weeks of the season, even if they were getting the results.
Greco keeping it alive for the Mustangs. Matthew Greco, the rookie from Montreal. Now it's Semple for a shot curling, and that was bound inside the post, but Kubel's over there. And the flag is up. The offside on the rebound, but a couple of big saves by Kashmir Kubel.
Full stretch there as that one was headed inside the far post and fingertips to it. Strong ones, though, to direct that around.
Kubel averaging 5 saves a game. He'll be busier than that, you would think, tonight. A foul called against the Mustangs. That's Charlie Leclerc. A free kick to the boys in green.
Young man from Nantes, France, or of origins out of Mali in Africa. Coming up here with head coach Jeremy Croston from Florida, has been a very good addition to this team in the center back spot. Even more key with Captain Alfie Bashford out.
That was stabbed by Keegan Hance, Yankee Conference honorable mention last year on defense. Greco trying to settle. Nathan Wiley in the middle of things again. Mustangs back in possession. That's Yon Terrio. Terrio there again. Looking for support and has it. Played back to Soto. Intercepted. Bobcats have it here. Sabil Sakunjanen. Sakunjanen's pass was intercepted by Waters. Waters down the touchline toward Greco. Oh, great defensive play. The challenge by Bijou. Bijou from Louisiana. There's a throw in for the Mustangs that did cross the touchline.
I hadn't seen that on the roster yet, but judging how the name ended in E-A-U-X, I was going to guess New Orleans.
Yeah, definitely the Acadian spelling, or the Cajun spelling. Acadian, as we'll say, up here in the northern part of the country. And that's played out into touch, the errant pass from Cameron. And you mentioned Alfie Bashford, the captain, has been such a fixture for this Mustangs team defensively. 39 games for him. Out with an injury. And the rest of the boys from England healthy in the lineup today, as that's played behind Tyler Isham. And Cleveland on the back pass. Soto. Greco. His company over there from Bijou. Cameron. He got by Sakunjanen. Cameron. Played in. There's a shot off the back of the goal from Matthew Greco. Great ball movement by the Mustangs to set that up, but it's a goal kick.
And already Mitch Cameron looking dangerous here. He's had a couple of chances. The man who last time he played against this Paul Smith's team was on this field in the YSCC Tournament Championship game. All he did was score twice and add an assist on his way to picking up YSCC Tournament MVP honors.
Assist in the regular season contest, and that 2-1 total in the tournament. Did you hear that wind in my headset microphone? Kubel, New Hampshire native, headed forward by Waters. Greco, back to Waters outside. Waters, try to clear that into the area. It was booted out by Hance, but it's a corner kick for the Mustangs.
His offensive instincts come into life here. Scored twice against Word of Life on Thursday in the rain, and you have never seen a defender more aware that he was on the hat trick with how far up he got.
Cameron, oh, put that just wide. And that will be a corner kick as it was deflected. This time they'll take it from the right side. Mustangs team very dangerous on set pieces.
Waters coming across with that left foot. Will be looking to swing this one into the box as well.
Got the wind going against him. Have to keep that away from Kubel, who will attack it aggressively, the keeper. Played short. Greco played it back outside. Into the area again, headed away, just to the 18, and Semple's shot blocked down. LeClaire had it spin away from him. He's still in the fray, though. Out-muscled that time by the defender, Hance. Well, there's Soto back to play it. Soto and Masita playing pass. Mitchell Masita, an all-star in the KVAC last year from Maranacook, but the flag is up and his pass forward, and Waters just offside.
Good little run forward, though. And they continue to just quickly transition. Paul Smith hasn't gotten the ball past the midfield stripe very often so far today, but when it has, it's been returned quickly.
I was going to say, they've got it when it has gone there. It hasn't been very long, has it? Soto. Now Matthew Greco. Mustangs reset once again, play a little keep away here with Masita. Now played out in that far side.
Masita, who's been in particular for some praise from the coaching staff with how he has filled in for the large shoes of the absent Alfie Bashford. It's a key spot, and the freshman has stepped up to the challenge well.
Here come the Mustangs now with something on here. Played towards Semple, and a sliding challenge saves it for now. Greco back to the 18 for a shot, and that stings the palms of Kubel as Mitch Cameron let fire. A little too close to the keeper. But Kubel right there.
Outstanding pass that was across, and if not for the defender's intervention, that's in the back of the net. Great play defensively from the Bobcats just to hang on at this point, 10 minutes in.
Pressure building for the Mustangs here. They look for the opening goal. Don't think the Mustangs have trailed this year. They haven't, certainly in conference play. I'll double check that for the next broadcast we have. Here's Terrio.
Oh, you don't need to double check it. You are correct. I'm correct. The only goals they've allowed have been kind of late ones. Bridgeton Academy scoring very late. Husson scoring a meaningless consolation.
A chance now on the volley, reaching up high, Greco, and he blasted it wide. Yeah, when you outscore your opponents 37-4, it's a pretty good bet that you haven't trailed.
They have been disappointed with some of the goals that they've allowed, though. Vermont sticking one in the back of the net kind of late on there, and Southern Maine nearly completing the comeback, down 3-0 to make it 3-2.
Yeah, it got dicey in that game. It looked like the Mustangs well in control, up 3-0 early. In fact, got an opening goal in the first few seconds. Matty Waters coming up and just taking it away from the keeper and scoring. Spirited comeback, though, by the Seawolves in that game, and they almost pulled it off. Masita got right in front of Maddox Johnson. Johnson with 6 goals on the season, 4 goals in his first 4 games, in fact. That's a good ball in and just deflected high by Semple as Matty Waters set him up, but it got him on the ankle and went high.
I think we're going to see a substitution into the game here for Paul Smiths.
We'll see a couple players come in. Luke Malin will come in, the sophomore. He's a defensive replacement. Oliver Stoddard as well. Paul Sunderland coming off, and Colin Bijou as well. So 2 new defensive subs. You might see that become a common thing in this contest for Coach Chris George, just to rotate some players in to keep the guys rested as the pressure will continue. We're just 15 minutes, not even into this game. We're in the 13th. Soto forward. Cameron outside. A good defensive play over there in the edge of the area by the Bobcats. Pilato tried to make a stop and couldn't. There's LeClaire. And again, they stopped the attack right at that midfield stripe. Over here on the near side, that's Greco again. Greco tries his lock, and it wouldn't quite bend. Goal kick for the Bobcats.
That ball was knuckling instead of bending how he was hoping it would head towards the far post.
There was space on the far post, but Kubel also came over quickly. Looked like he had that covered if it did bend back on frame.
Can't blame the Bobcats for wanting to set up with the short goal kick routine and just try to get more touches in possession, but as you can see, it invites a lot of players forward in this 4-3-3 look for Central Maine.
LeClaire popped it high. Spin right back to him. A second chance on a header. You don't see that too often. 2 immediate headers. Hatala. Drew Hatala. Support from Soto.
DiPilato on the ball there from an even closer position than he scored from against Word of Life with that amazing goal bending from the far sideline inside the left-hand post to our broadcast position.
Carlisto knocked that away, but the Mustangs back on again. Carlisto in the vicinity once more to slow down the attack. Now it's Isham. So Kunjanen worked that ahead. LeClaire for Central Maine scuffed the attempt. A chance now to turn on the Jets, but Masita coming over and knocking that away from Johnson. It's a Kunjanen. Lost possession. Battling back for it, though. Samuel Sakujinen lost that out of touch. But it went off a Central Maine player, so it's a Paul Smith's throw.
I wonder if they're going to call the foul on Mitch Cameron
Yep.
for the little shove in the back. Yeah, that's what they are doing.
Yep. Saw the flag wave over there, and it is the free kick on the foul. Bobcats with it. Moving into the front third, but it doesn't last as that's intercepted. Played out wide. Semple with a nice pass, picked up on by Greco. Greco trying to return the favor, but it was really in a no man's land, and out comes Kubel.
Semple, who will have the freshest legs on the team after having to sit out against Word of Life, picked up a red card against UMaine Fort Kent, but he will be very anxious to get himself on the score sheet. Was having a good little race at the top there with teammate Mitch Cameron, has now fallen a bit behind.
7 goals now for Semple. That's second in the Yankee Conference. He's tied with Nathan Wiley, the junior for Paul Smiths. Greco. Nice 1-2 there from Semple. Greco into the area. Here's Greco with a left foot. And he blasted past the frame of goal. Still alive for the Mustangs. There's a shot. It's saved by Kubel. Pressure continues to build. Terrio with that shot.
Such a good opportunity on the layoff there, Rob. As you can see the unselfishness. How many times would you see a winger from that far side get a chance like that and try his luck from the sharp angle? Drew Hatala comfortable enough there to just say, you know what, let me wait for this defender to close me down and then slide it to the open man for the better look.
There's Hatala with it again. Rolled off his foot for a throw-in for the Bobcats.
Might be one of the strengths of this team, really, Rob, that goes kind of undernoticed of just how willing everyone is to share the ball and just try to find the man with the best angle of it. You'd think maybe there'd be some egos there that they want their own stats and they want a piece of the glory with getting on the score sheet, and it's really not the case.
I thought it was a characteristic of last year's team as well. I mean, a lot of goals scored by the Dominguezes, but plenty of assists all the way around, too, as that team was extremely unselfish. And you never knew who was going to provide the offense for the Mustangs last year, and this year is turning out to be a little similar to that. Got your reliable players you know are the dangerous goal scorers, but they're not alone as far as their ability to find the net. Kubel. And to watch out there as Semple was lurking. Riley King up that touch line, pursued by Terrio. It's Terrio with it here. Now played back to Soto. Mikel Soto. Trying to slice that through defenders. Forked it out of the air. There's a ball into the area. Too many green jerseys there as that's popped up high. And headed out that time. Kurthoys was there. Now it's Soto again. Wants a shot from distance, but it wouldn't sit down for him and drifts over the crossbar. A goal kick for the Bobcats.
Well, I will say this about how Paul Smith's been playing. They're starting to grow into this game a little bit more. They're forcing Central Maine at least a little bit further back towards their own half. And the majority of the shots that have been set up have had to come from the edges of the penalty area. So it's not like they're having a ton of looks drilled right down the middle at them.
Ball Sunderland back in. He replaces fellow rookie Oliver Stoddard. Yeah, they've over that early storm, the Bobcats have. A nice one-touch ahead for Greco. But the flag is up. Getting a somewhat frustrated response from Daniel Semple, who thought he stayed onside.
He was at least a yard offside, but you will have never met a forward who ever believed that the flag was justly raised. That's what comes with the territory, I think, of always trying to be on the back shoulder of the defender.
No guilty man in Shawshank, and no forward has ever been offside.
That's a much more succinct way of describing what I was trying to say there. Well done.
Soto again. I haven't seen the assist leader of the conference, Albie Fozzard Oaks, yet. He's got 10 helpers in 8 games to go with 1 goal. That's put ahead. Flag stays down. And a save by Kubel again, and he robs Semple. Just got the left paw onto that, kept it out.
Really a simple save at the end of the day there. Came out, closed it, but didn't have to drop into a K block, didn't have to sell out, just stayed big and let the shot hit him.
Foul called as a Mustang went down, Matty Waters, and a free kick for Central Maine. Remember, in this contest last year, 7 yellow cards in the finals matchup. Nothing like that mindset here today. It's been a hard-played game over the first, well, half of the first half. First 19 minutes is what it's been.
A little bit more on the line in that one, though,
yes.
as well.
Nothing testy yet, though. Oh, great spin move. That's played forward. Soto connects outside. Hatala's over there. Into the area, headed up. Still dangerous now for a shot as that's blazed over the bar. Soto again. Got the left foot on that. Soto had a goal last year against Word of Life. Also one against Maine Fort Kent.
Soto was a very good box-to-box midfielder, maybe more well-known for the defensive side of the ball, winning tackles, cutting out danger, but he likes to set his sights at net, and he's just been guilty a couple times here so far of keeping those shoulders back. Shots have always been rising from him.
See a little too much contact there, drawing the referee's attention. A free kick for the Paul Smith's Bobcats. Kagan Hance, the Vermonter, up to take this. And all New Yorkers on this team except for Hance, who's from Vermont. Cool, the keeper, almost from Vermont. Keene, New Hampshire is not too far away, just to cross the river. And Jacob Butler, who's out there, number 29, started the game, the senior from New Gloucester, Maine. Nice trip on the road for the Butler family as they can drive a lot closer to see Jacob play, just up the road from New Gloucester, about 20 minutes or so, as opposed to the trip up to upstate New York.
That's right.
Mustangs looking to counter here. Good header by Malin. That ball spinning, Semple trying to come up with it. Maybe a chance now. There's a shot, but couldn't put that on frame. Matthew Greco turning and firing.
We'll see Albie Fozzard-Oaks into the game here for the Mustangs, a player who is insistent that he has 10 assists on the season and has been shocked more than anyone to find that the stats only give him credit for 9. He's been doing his best to try to claim another one. I doubt he'll have to wait too long before he hits the double-digit marks on the season.
11 points on the season for him. So 9 assists, not 10. I have him with 10 as well.
Oh, do you then? Okay. Well, now I might even have to take another look.
And that might be my count, just by kind of having one that may I have thought of was credited him earlier and then adding on for subsequent games. So it could be 9, but I did have him with 10. I'm going to trust your official stats, though, on that. Either way, he's the assist leader in the conference.
I don't know that I would. There's been a lot of games going on lately.
True. You've had a lot to do with all the sports. And hockey season underway now, too, I noticed.
That's exactly right.
Teams on the road up in Schenectady, New York, taking on the Union College, Garnet Chargers. Changed the name last year.
I'll give you a pass on that one as well.
I still say San Diego Chargers, so it takes me a while to catch up when teams that have had the same name for a long time change it. Cameron outside. This has been a game that possession and territory has been controlled by the Mustangs. And this will be a corner, I believe, and it is. That's the third now for the Mustangs here in the first half, as we're just about to pass the halfway mark of this first frame.
1 goal, 9 assists officially is what
so
we
1-9
have for Albie Fozzard-Oaks, who will be looking for another one right here.
He's taking the corner, right-footed. Good one as well, and a better play by Kubel to come out and not only block it, but catch it. Hold on and maintain possession. Snuffing out the danger. Kubel, a good boot. LeClaire headed forward. He'll get to do it again. And to Sky to pop that one up high. Waters. Nice delivery to Soto. Greco wanted it. Soto's there in support. Also Semple. The 1-2 with Soto. Greco, excuse me. Greco. Semple on the edge of the area. Good shot, but he couldn't keep it down, just over the crossbar. And another goal kick for the Bobcats, who have been under pressure here in the first 24 minutes. And Kubel's wise there to rest a little bit and give his players a brief breather. Mustangs back in possession again. Soto. Masita. Matthew Greco. Malin pursuing him, and now it's Matty Waters. Waters taking on Paul Sunderland. Waters into the area. Headed back out. Mitch Cameron pushes that toward the touchline. And the delivery into the area, this time headed away by Kagan Hance. Now the Bobcats looking to counter. 3 up forward. The Mustangs, though, had numbers back, and that was stolen by Soto. Picked off by the Bobcats again. Wiley. Mustangs trying to keep him off the ball and do a very good job at doing so. Soto again with a play. Working forward, Cameron. 2 defenders drawn to him. Cameron down toward that goal line. Wins the corner. Matthew Greco will take this one from the left side. Setting up right-footed. The 4th corner of the half for the Mustangs. Played short. Cameron. That's well high. I'll get some subs into the game. 3 coming in for Paul Smith. Oliver Stoddard back in. Also Miles Uhalde. And Tristan Schreib will enter the game. Nabil Sakunjan will come out. Maddox Johnson getting a rest as well. And also off number 9, Riley King. There's a good battle there. It was headed high by Stoddard, who just came back in. Great steal by Wiley. Wiley stopped in his tracks by LeClaire. Wiley, the leading scorer on this team, 19 goals, a second-team All-American last year. Has 3 goals in 3 games. Cameron shoots, and a low save by Kobel. Mustangs knocking at the door, but Kobel's kept it locked.
Cameron had, I think, the idea there to try to find Fozzard Oaks on the run towards that far post. Just try to see if he couldn't catch the keeper trying to guard his near post too much. But Kobel did a great job to get down quickly.
Fozzard Oaks has been a wizard as far as setting goals up. And he wins a corner as that's bounced off Kagan Hance. Matty Waters striding over to take the corner for the Mustangs.
As much as Fozzard Oaks wants to take him, I think he'd have to agree. Right now, Matty Waters has had the better deliveries. He has been excellent putting those in, and not always something you expect from a big, strong fullback like that to be able to have that kind of deft touch as well.
Got a tall target coming in now on Charlie Leclerc. Or 14, he's all the way up from his fullback position. Here's the delivery. Touch toward the goal. That was Greco's back on it now. Popped into the area. Over Semple's head. And there was Leclerc who headed it wide. That's why he's up there, though, to get in the middle and cause a disturbance. That may have deflected off a Paul Smith player, and it did. So that's the 6th corner now for the Mustangs here in the first half. Possession, territory, chances, all favoring Central Maine, but no goals yet. Ball in the area, kept out as that deflected in on goal. It was very close to the keeper. He didn't think that was a good corner right away, but it set up a dangerous chance.
That was a little backheel flick from Fozzard Oaks, too, that nearly snuck inside the post, and a very good reaction save with the right hand.
Tristan Schreib called for the handball. Referee took a good look at that and then blew the whistle. So a free kick now for the Mustangs. And once again, it's Matty Waters will come to take this. 5 targets inside the area for Waters to try to pick out. Make it 6. Soto just moved up. There's a delivery. And it's just wide. Put to the back post. In. No. It was saved off the foot of Greco by Kobel, who's had himself a tremendous first half.
What a stop that was, and the counterattack might just be on.
It might be. Look at the speed here from Wiley. Wiley taken down on the challenge by Waters. Waters got the ball. This will be a throw-in. Great challenge from Matty Waters. Luke Malin, the sophomore, up to take the throw, number 23 out there in green. And the longer the Mustangs able to attack the way they have and not find a goal, the more frustration might set in. And the source of that frustration, the keeper, Casimir Kobel. Played every minute in goal this season for the Bobcats. They have themselves a good one. Terrio playing that long. Fozzard Oaks was under pressure there. Didn't get the delivery he wanted to, but making a second chance here. Arriving was Soto. Semple. Out wide again, it's cut out and cleared. Only as far as DiPilato. Terrio. Albie Fozzard Oaks. Looking for some options, and there's one. The delivery, a little too high for Semple, but still in play. Greco inside the area. Terrio. No ability to shoot there as Tyler Isham was right in the shooting lane, cutting him off. Fozzard Oaks. Coble plays that out for a corner.
We'll see if the substitutions come in here. Michael Quinn, who just got himself on the score sheet again last time out, in front of his parents visiting from across the way, no less.
You make the trip from Manchester, England to come see your son play. It's nice to have him score a goal in that monsoon. And he did, his third of the season against Word of Life. Stefan Samba also coming on. He had an assist on Thursday.
He'll give Soto a breather as well.
Oh, there's another possibility. Loose on the line and blocked. Terrio fired that off a defender.
Shot there coming off the crossbar is so close to the opener for Semple. Just unlucky.
They have done everything but score right now. Another corner. To the 18. That's deflected high and had to be punched out of there. There's a shot, and it's score! They finally battered the door down. In a goalmouth scramble. Let's see who got that final touch.
Cameron had the initial effort,
Yes,
I believe, that was blocked, but I'm not sure who got the rebound to it to knock home.
So we can see this on the replay. DiPilato perhaps coming up. There it is on the line and in.
Back-to-back games with a goal for the defender.
So DiPilato now with his second. And there's the breakthrough. Took a while to come through. Resilient defending from the Bobcats. Excellent goalkeeping from Kubel. But the pressure paid off. DiPilato, the sophomore from Montreal, opening the scoring. That was in the 32nd minute. And that's the position that Paul Smith doesn't want to be in. They didn't give up an early lead, but they still find themselves down as Quinn comes up and couldn't quite get there as Kagan Hance appeared out of nowhere to break it up and slow the attack.
Not the longest time that the Mustangs have been held without a goal in the first half, but it's pretty close. They scored with only 9 seconds left in the half against UMaine Fort Kent to take the lead up north there, but
it's hard to keep your finger in the dam against this Mustangs team.
So difficult.
Paul Smith did a great job for 32 minutes. And finally the breakthrough. Cameron played that back out. Waters. That got through, and a chance, and a save by Kubel off Fozzard Oaks' foot. Still free. Here's a shot. Terrio missed. Couldn't drag that back around on goal. And a couple more subs coming in now for the Bobcats. Riley King back in. Maddox Johnson returning as well for Paul Smiths.
I think Paul Smith's trying to restart play a little too quickly there.
Referee gives him permission. Coble will take the goal kick. Samba heads that high. Fozzard Oaks there with Mitch Cameron. It's Cameron now. Quinn calling for it on the far side if they can reach him. He's in plenty of space. Shot comes through. That was a tough one for Coble to smother as that bounced up on him. And hard not to spill that one. He had pressure there. Great poise by the junior keeper.
Anytime the shot hits the ground right before it gets to you, talk about making it difficult to anticipate how much force it's going to have on the hop and be able to keep the hands wrapped around it.
Coble starting his 38th game in his Paul Smith's career. 2.35 goals against, 5 saves a game. And again, that's testimony to the defense of this Paul Smith's team, as they don't give up a lot of shots. And also shows just how difficult it is playing against the Mustangs. He'll force that many saves out of Kubel here in the first half, I believe.
Kubel was not at fault at all in their championship loss last year when they gave up 5. He was still named Defensive Player of the Tournament for getting his team into that final and for all the saves that he made to keep the score down to just that few.
One of the best games of the season that the Mustangs played in that one. Would have been a lot more of a blowout had it not been for the brilliance of Kubel in that contest. DiPilato, the goal scorer. Stefan Samba. Waters. Bobcats invite him on. He's found Quinn outside. And Quinn has it cut out by Kagan Hans, who's had a fine game defensively here in the first half. The senior from Chester, Vermont is one of the defensive leaders on this team. And again, he was an all-conference honorable mention last year. Cody Cleveland. Haven't called his name too much, and that's exactly the way the Mustangs would like to keep it. That got through to Quinn. Quinn still holding on. Parents still here today, perhaps?
I believe they're headed back today, but they might have stuck around long enough to see this game.
Samba got dragged down there by Wiley. That's a free kick in a dangerous spot now for the Mustangs. Kunjaman wants to come back in. He'll have to wait till after this free kick, which Matty Waters looks like he wants to take.
Guy scores 2 goals, and now all of a sudden he thinks he deserves set pieces. Well, no, but he's had good deliveries here, and why not? You'd give him a decent outside chance of being able to crush one on target.
With that powerful left foot, see him step up on this. Trying to find and pick out a teammate. Headed well. The Bobcats cleared that. Good delivery, better defense. A foul call this time on the Mustangs. And a free kick to the Bobcats with just under 9 minutes to go in the 37th minute of this first half. Sliding challenge. The Bobcats undeterred. Maddox Johnson had it for a moment. Sambo with it now. Fawcett Oaks. Spoon that ahead as they played the 1-2 outside. No one's there for the return pass, however. Terry almost picked that off. Isham has it instead. Now it's Wiley. A throw in for the Mustangs. Samba. A lot of space over on the left side. Samba will deliver it over there. Well, they turn it over in the midfield as that was off Isham's foot. That got through somehow. Isham with it here. He's badgered by Terrio. Still holds on to possession. Ladles that ahead toward Riley King, who popped it high. Blasted back downfield and kept in play. Well done by two players there. Luke Malin for Paul Smiths and Michael Quinn, too, racing for it. Daniel Semple now. Got Quinn in support. Semple fires. That's well wide. That will get Sakunjaman into the game. Sakunjaman in. That will be Hyler Isham will come out. The goal in the 32nd minute. Massimo DiPilato, the only one of the contest, of a goalmouth scramble. Got the final touch to put his Mustangs in front. Maddox Johnson now. He's dispossessed. LeClaire fell down. Riley King. Played up over the top. That'll bounce in on Cleveland, who calmly handles it. Pass bound for Nathan Wiley making that run. Not many deliveries into the area so far for the Bobcats, but there was a sign of intent. Quinn. Quinn's got some space here. Can he outpace the defender Malin? Quinn. Stopped at the 18, still battling. Good work to go down low by Callisto. Terrio. Back to Ion Terrio, tried to flick it into the area. A spinning ball, chested down. That's Butler over there, the New Gloucester native. And it's a throw in for the Mustangs. That'll get Sam Boynton in. So Boynton will replace Daniel Semple. Boynton, the junior from South China, Maine. 3 goals, 2 assists, 8 points over his Central Maine career, playing his 26th game today.
Simple going off behind the net there. Referees nowadays do not like players to be doing that.
They'll wait. They'll tick off some time, too. That'll also allow Sunderland to come back in, as there's an injured player out there for the Bobcats. Paul Sunderland in, and once I see the number, I can tell you who's being replaced. It's coming off holding his right side. Oh, here's a chance, perhaps. It sits nicely for Cameron, who shoots and scores. Mitch Cameron's 20th career goal, his 12th of the season, and the Mustangs double their advantage. You sat so nicely for the sophomore striker. You watch him just play this perfectly on the volley. No chance at all for Casimir Kubel on that. So
Goal
Cameron
number
now.
12 now. He's got himself a dozen.
12, yes, it is. So that goal in the 40th minute. And a chance now, perhaps, off the giveaway, and Cameron almost had 2 in very rapid succession. You heard Kubel exclaim when he let that ball go. He didn't see Cameron at all. And the Bobcats dodge a bullet, one that might have been fatal.
Sneaky speed from the Knutsford Academy product, who's known just as much for his technical ability, but he has caught more than one keeper unaware this season. The volley over the top of UMaine Augusta, the quick finish 9 seconds into the match on the road against SMCC, and Kubel nearly his most recent victim.
Here's Sam Boynton, his first touch. Back to Fozzard Oaks. Albie Fozzard Oaks, delivery is in, and a goal! Oh, it's perfect, and Cameron scores again. Goal 13 on the year. And once again, a brace for Mitch Cameron. 5 of his last 6 games, he's had 2 goals.
Well, make it a baker's dozen for him. We've seen this goal a couple of times here of Albie Fozzard Oaks finally gets to double digits on assists. Beautiful ball planted in, and Cameron not looking for the most powerful header. All he's looking for is a placement on that one and simply guided it into the back of the net.
So 2 goals in just over a minute for the Mustangs, both scored by Mitch Cameron. And now the Bobcats in a huge hole. It's demoralizing, too, when you can see them as close to the halftime break as they have. There's a throw-in as that's bounced off Malin.
They were looking down at, hey, we can go in just down a goal and, maybe a chance to reset. You get your legs back under you, catch your breath, but now suddenly everything looks a little bit different. You're going to have to start thinking about how you might try to counterattack in the second half as opposed to being able to keep sitting and absorbing pressure.
1 goal down, that's difficult. 2 goals down, manageable. 3 goals at halftime. Well, the SMCC Seawolves were in that situation. They battled back and almost tied the game. 2 goals in the second half, and I think the Mustangs won't get complacent at all today, knowing that they can be caught. But a great first half, especially for Cameron, with those 2 quick goals to really turn this game on its side.
Another corner kick here after Fozzard Oaks' delivery was blocked.
That's 9.
Haven't been able to make too much happen off of them, though. There was that one scramble with Massimo Di Pilato putting it in, but hasn't been a lot of clean chances as Paul Smith has just clogged the box with pretty much 9 outfield players back.
Waters will take the corner. There's that left foot. And punch behind the goal. We'll do it again.
That one was going to be on target there. We saw one on Thursday that was sent in directly from Harrison Garcia, who scored.
The Olympico. Here's corner 10. Same spot, popped high. Still loose in the area and cleared. This time the Bobcats drive it away.
I refuse to give Harrison credit for the Olympico as it did go off the hands of the goalkeeper, but it wasn't.
That is not
it wasn't that far off.
Now with a touch, it's not. It's an assisted Olympico, and those don't count. They count on the scoreboard, though. Cameron. Here they come again. Into the area and back out. Fawcett Oaks running for this, and this will be corner 11. Not sure what the record for corners and a half is for the Mustangs, but 11, that's a lot. As Patrick Dexter points out, what's the conference record for corners and a half, not just the school record. Here we go again. It's Waters with that left foot. Came close last time. Here it is. Fawcett Oaks with a back heel flipped high, and it's headed away by Sakujinin. Fawcett Oaks couldn't come up with that. Mustangs win the race, and they'll win the throw as well as we're into the last 90 seconds. The scoreless for half an hour. DiPilato converting off a corner kick and a goalmouth scramble. Made it 1-0, and then Mitch Cameron striking twice in about 90 seconds. His second the second goal was in the 40th minute, and the third goal a minute later.
I think they're ruling that this one came off the arm of Butler as he was trying to get it clear, so a chance to send in from a little bit further out from the corner.
Delivery gets through, and it came to DiPilato, who fired off the volley, but popped it over the bar. DiPilato with 2 career goals, close to a brace here today. Here's Massimo again, arriving just in front of Paul Sunderland, who got a foot on that. Mustangs throw. In the last seconds of what's been a very successful first half. Took a lot of persistence, though, for this Mustangs team to get the breakthrough. Defending for most of the half by the Bobcats was very good. Bend don't break, but DiPilato made the breakthrough, and then Cameron piled on a couple. Headed forward. Sam Boynton in the battle there with Butler. Flick back on the header. Samba will play it all the way back. Up comes Mitchell Masita. And that'll do it on the first half. So 3 goals for the Mustangs. Massimo DiPilato, Mitch Cameron, and Cameron again. All coming within 9 minutes, those 3 goals. And that's a score at the half. Central Maine 3, Paul Smith's 0. We'll take a halftime break and come back after this on Munzing Media.
The USCAA provides our program exactly what they say, a chance for small colleges to compete. It's leveling the playing field for everybody. It provides a great opportunity, just the fellowship amongst athletes, get a chance to play against some different teams that typically don't get a chance to play against from different regions, different parts of the country. It kind of gives you an opportunity to kind of see where you're really at against everybody. Really good, like I said, just a great environment, well-ran tournament. It's a pleasure to be part of organizations like USCA.
Our goal in public service is to improve the quality of life in communities. This is the Public Service and Social Sciences Department. We originally started with criminal justice, and then we added more programming.
I'm in the forensic science program.
I want to become a state fire investigator.
State trooper.
I want to be a game warden. Forensic psychologist. Behavioral health professional.
CM offers a lot more hands-on learning than most places.
The only way to give them that experience is to do that through immersive scenario training.
You actually dust their fingerprints.
Learning how to go through, take pictures, what to look for.
We are the only college in the state of Maine that offers a 3rd-year advanced certificate in police operations.
It is a great way of excelling your career and jump-starting you onto that path.
The Public Service Simulation Center allows us to fully implement an immersive training environment.
Can I see your other hand?
You just don't want to get boxed in and
We teach de-escalation and empathetic communication to better address community needs.
The instructors are awesome.
They really care about our education.
We have people that teach who have been members or are actively members of these industries. This is a one-of-a-kind program.
It's preparing me to have a step up in my professional career here at the school. They're really invested in our education. It's a nice environment.
Is your annuity keeping up with your goals? The financial landscape is constantly evolving, and new annuity options are designed to offer more benefits, better flexibility, and improved growth potential. Upgrading your annuity can help you take advantage of these opportunities and make your money work harder for you. Whether you're looking for higher income, newer, better terms, or added features, now is the time to explore what's possible. Call today to discover how we can help you unlock the full potential of your investment.
At Central Maine Community College, we are building things that last. We're investing in technology, new facilities, and offering more degree programs than ever before. You can get the traditional college experience at a fraction of the cost, and for some, it's even free.
Wait, did she just say free?
That's right, free tuition for Maine high school grads from 2022 to 2025. Set your goals and find your path at CMCC. Let's build a future together.
Is your annuity keeping up with your goals? The financial landscape is constantly evolving, and new annuity options are designed to offer more benefits, better flexibility, and improved growth potential. Upgrading your annuity can help you take advantage of these opportunities and make your money work harder for you. Whether you're looking for higher income, newer, better terms, or added features, now is the time to explore what's possible. Call today to discover how we can help you unlock the full potential of your investment.
Jeff Harder here, partner of CBU Advantage. Listen, Medicare can be overwhelming, but it doesn't have to be. Whether you're new to Medicare or exploring your options during open enrollment, our team at CBU Advantage is here to help make it simple. We'll help you compare plans, understand your benefits, and find the coverage that fits your needs and your budget. Don't let the confusion or stress hold you back. We're going to simplify the entire process for you. We're just a phone call away. Call us today or click the link below to book an appointment with a licensed agent to discuss your options. Talk to you all soon.
For years, you've worked hard, saved wisely, and dreamed of this moment. Retirement is one of life's biggest decisions. You don't have to navigate it alone. With Gosline Retirement Planning by your side, you can retire with confidence. We're a team of fiduciaries who specialize in the transition from work life to retirement life, and we're here to help. We at GRP are committed to building a plan that lets you live and give better than you thought possible.
Are you stuck with an annuity that's not meeting your needs? Maybe the returns are lower than you expected, or the terms no longer fit your financial goals. Upgrading your annuity could be the solution you've been looking for. With better rates, more flexible options, and the potential to increase your income, upgrading can help you make the most of your investment. We are here to guide you through the process, making it easy and ensuring your financial future is based on your specific goals. Call us to explore your options today.
The USCAA provides our program exactly what they say, a chance for small colleges to compete. It's leveling the playing field for everybody.
Something new is happening here at Central Maine Community College.
Join us for our first open house and homecoming weekend, Saturday, September 27th.
Future Mustangs, explore our campus and discover what CMCC has to offer.
Alumni, come back, connect, and show your Mustang pride.
Families and community friends, celebrate with us.
We'll have games, food, and live events.
Mark your calendars for Saturday, September 27th.
And be a part of CMCC's first ever open house and homecoming weekend.
We'll see you there.
Our goal in public service is to improve the quality of life in communities. This is the Public Service and Social Sciences Department. We originally started with criminal justice, and then we added more programming.
I'm in the forensic science program.
I want to become a state fire investigator.
State trooper.
I want to be a game warden. Forensic psychologist. Behavioral health professional.
CM offers a lot more hands-on learning than most places.
The only way to give them that experience is to do that through immersive scenario training.
You actually dust the fingerprints.
Learning how to go through, take pictures, what to look for.
We are the only college in the state of Maine that offers a third-year advanced certificate in police operations.
It is a great way of excelling your career and jump-starting you onto that path.
The Public Service Simulation Center allows us to fully implement an immersive training environment.
Can I see your other pen?
You just don't want to get boxed in. And
We teach de-escalation and empathetic communication to better address community needs.
The instructors are awesome.
They really care about our education.
We have people that teach who have been members or are actively members of these industries. This is a one-of-a-kind program.
It's preparing me to have a step up in my professional career here at the school. They're really invested in our education. It's a nice environment.
Is doing our producing today. Caleb Lamb's here doing color commentary. I'm Rob Kennedy, right at the field side here in Auburn, Maine. Central Maine Community College with a 3-0 lead over Paul Smiths. The Bobcats held off the Mustangs' attack for a half hour. At that point, though, the dam burst. The first goal came off a corner kick and a goalmouth scramble. Massimo Di Pilato tucking it home, as we'll see the goal here. Couldn't tell who scored it after it was popped in, and then that ball just bouncing around inside the area. Here's Di Pilato. Around that goal line. We've gotten the final touch to it. There it is.
I think that's all right to not know who scored that.
Yeah.
There was approximately 18 players standing within the 6-yard box.
Pretty much everybody except a couple defenders and the keeper for the Mustangs. That was it. Di Pilato made it 1-0. And then a couple of goals in rapid succession by the leading scorer in the conference. Hard to keep him off the score sheet these days. That's Mitch Cameron. And we'll take a look at his first. That came in the 40th minute. This one for Cameron, again, just popped back outside. And too much time, too much space as he plays it forward to himself. And there's that left foot. No chance at all for Casimir Kubel. 2-0 in the 40th minute. And Cameron's not done. He'll get one a minute after this as well, as the Mustangs pulling away in this second half. We'll take a look at the goal about a minute and a half later. Not even that much. I know the coach, Chris George, not thrilled with the defending for his team on this one. You'll kind of watch this one fed in. Drifting across, and there's the header, the pass from Albie Fawcett Oaks. Perfect position, perfect header on target. Second goal, a brace for Cameron. And again, I mentioned when he scored that goal, that is his 5th time in the last 6 games he's got a brace. Had one against Word of Life on Thursday. 13 goals now this season, far and away the leader in the conference.
I did joke with Albie Fawcett Oaks on my way past him there at halftime break, saying, "Oh, it's too bad you didn't rack up a 10th assist there." He nearly choked to death on his water, going, "Oh, no, I did. How did you miss it?" You're all right, Albie. We got it for you.
He really wanted double digits, didn't he? So 3-0 is our score line. We'll be back for the second half. Coming up next on Munzing Media.
The USCAA provides our program exactly what they say, a chance for small colleges to compete. It's leveling the playing field for everybody. It provides a great opportunity. Just the fellowship amongst athletes, get a chance to play against some different teams that typically don't get a chance to play against from different regions, different parts of the country. It kind of gives you an opportunity to kind of see where you're really at against everybody. Really good. Like I said, just a great environment, well-ran tournament. It's a pleasure to be part of organizations like USCA.
At Central Maine Community College, we are building things that last. We're investing in technology, new facilities, and offering more degree programs than ever before. You can get the traditional college experience at a fraction of the cost, and for some, it's even free.
Wait, did she just say free?
That's right, free tuition for Maine high school grads from 2022 to 2025. Set your goals and find your path at CMCC. Let's build a future together.
Is your annuity keeping up with your goals? The financial landscape is constantly evolving, and new annuity options are designed to offer more benefits, better flexibility, and improved growth potential. Upgrading your annuity can help you take advantage of these opportunities and make your money work harder for you. Whether you're looking for higher income, newer, better terms, or added features, now is the time to explore what's possible. Call today to discover how we can help you unlock the full potential of your investment.
Here tonight at Central Maine Community College. Beautiful night for soccer. It's a tremendous day overall. Homecoming here. And this is our last game of the day and a busy day at Munsing Media. The fifth game of the day. 2 softball games, a 9-inning baseball game, and then the women's contest, a 3-1 win over the Paul Smiths College Bobcats women's team. Men's game team here tonight. Just had great weather, beautiful day. Still 70 degrees, it says here in Auburn, Maine. Doesn't feel like it's 70 anymore, but that's what it says on my phone over the Auburn-Lewiston Airport. So that's what we'll go with. Either way, you can't complain about weather like this in late September at all. No. Mustangs will be in possession to start things off here in the second half as they attack in front of their goalkeeper, Cody Cleveland, from left to right. Casimir Kubel back down between the pipes, down at the far end. The Bobcats in green, they'll attack from right to left. There's one box that Chris George's team wanted to check was not fall behind early, and they didn't do that, but unfortunately the half didn't end as well as it started for the boys in green. Daniel Semple will start us off and kick it all the way back to Cody Cleveland. Hasn't had many touches tonight, the sophomore keeper.
Had the ball in his hands twice, although one of those was from his own teammate heading it back.
Popped ahead by LeClaire. Now it's Terrio. Fozzard Oaks. Popped over the top. Can they get someone on the end of this? The keeper, Kubel, is there just in front of Mitch Cameron. He was going for the hat trick. That's that kind of touch, though, that Fozzard Oaks has. What a tremendous addition he's been to this team. That's headed high, and maybe a chance now. That was Riley King who was closest to it. LeClaire. Going to play that to Fozzard Oaks, and then he gives a shove to Riley King. Got away with it, too. Wiley's got some space here. Trying to play it into space. It was stopped. Maddox Johnson was making a run, trying to go through the defenders. Would have been onside in that situation, too. The flag was staying down. Greco plays it back to the keeper, Cleveland. Good start for the Bobcats here on the attack in the first minute. Minute 15 of the second half. Fozzard Oaks, a spinning ball. He's kept that in. Fozzard Oaks could not bulldoze his way through the defender, Jacob Butler, the Maine native. LeClaire gets it in front of Maddox Johnson. And it's a throw-in. He'll go Central Maine's way. LeClaire over to take it. He'll defer to DiPilato. Semple trying to turn past defenders. Great work there from Callisto to get the physical battle going with him. But Fozzard Oaks now with plenty of space on that right side. Callisto catching up to him. Fozzard Oaks the delivery. It did connect inside the area, but a heavy first touch kind of left that wanting. Now a chance for Semple. Back out wide to Fozzard Oaks. Fozzard Oaks across the face of goal. Out for a goal kick. Or is it going to be a throw-in? It's a throw. Did not cross the goal line. It's a throw-in for the Bobcats.
Dangerous ball across the face from Fozzard Oaks, but that one at a difficult height as well for a Mustangs player to get onto it. They might have had better luck trying to throw their chest in front of it rather than try to stoop for a header.
Pretty good velocity on that as well. Now what a tackle that was. Soto going down low to thwart the Bobcats' attack. Headed back toward the touchline, popped high in the air. So Kunjanen pushed that ahead with the noggin. Terrio. Isham's on him. Semple. Couldn't get through defenders. Played ahead once more toward Maddox Johnson. Johnson knocked off stride. Masita there defensively. And it's a throw-in for the Mustangs once again. Mitchell Masita is just a rookie, but he looks like he's played in this team for 3 years.
Yeah, very poised and hadn't had a ton of minutes in the early contest. Got a little bit against Bridgeton Academy and looked all right, but you know, he had his struggles, some moments there of miscommunication, things like that, trying to find his place. And now when the pressure is on, he has stepped up big in the starting lineup.
Replacing Alfie Bashford, who's out injured. LeClaire plays that back to Cleveland, who's got some pressure there from Johnson. Johnson trying to pull a Mitch Cameron and take it away from the goalkeeper. Malin. He'll take the throw for the Bobcats. Mustangs take over. A foul call to give the Mustangs a free kick. Greco down. Taking some time to recover and get back up as he was spilled.
Fell awkwardly there. One of those ones where you have your foot ripped out from underneath you and you don't have anything to brace as you just plummet to the ground horizontally. And
a lot of times that's we can injure a wrist or an elbow. Greco looks all right. Cleveland. A 17-1-1 record with 12 clean sheets in his time at Central Maine. We've had some goaltenders here in this program, that's for sure. Well, the way things have gone for Central Maine, they've had a little of everything. Now they got speed from Fozzard Oaks. Butler does well to stay with him, though. That allows Cool to make the claim there. Great work defensively by the senior, Jacob Butler.
That was fantastic work. The Maine native had himself a very good performance in that championship game loss last year, and he's been decent on the outside again here tonight. Fozzard Oaks has skipped past pretty much every defender he's encountered this season, and that's one of the first times I've seen him forced to stop in his tracks and not be able to send in a dangerous ball.
McRae New Gloucester Patriots, Jacob Butler, playing just down the road. Offside flag is up, so ball's in the side netting. Wouldn't have cut it even if it had gone the other side of the post. So free kick to the Bobcats.
Simple there, a step too far.
You really notice how formidable a present Yon Terrio is when he comes over to this side of a field. Number 8 out there. The big rookie from Terrebonne, Quebec. DiPilato played that back. Again, Maddox Johnson lurking there.
That might be trouble.
It's coming over here, stayed in play, and Butler shielding off Fozzard Oaks.
Wind helping us out there,
it
kept it in bounds.
This one's coming over, though. And that smacks off the tent. A throw in now for the Mustangs. Massimo DiPilato will take it. Good header again by Butler. Soto called for the infraction. Free kick now for the Bobcats. It'll be Keegan Hance. Will take this free kick for Paul Smiths. Good long delivery into the fray, but it's headed out of there. Greco takes over for the Mustangs. Greco crossing the center stripe. Great step up by Hyler Isham to stop Greco. Mustangs still possess. Soto now. And work far side to Matty Waters. And discretion the better part of valor there, as you don't want to give the opportunity up. Concede the throw.
And the golf cart of Dave Gagne, the athletic director here, bursts into life as he'll go chase that one down on the street to the far side.
It rolls all the way down the hill. Delivered into the area, stopped by Carlisto. Soto again as he pinballed that off the Bobcats player Tristan Schreiber, the sophomore. Bobcats under pressure once again. Malin will turn that outside. Deflected ahead by Wiley. Mentioned in the first half, Wiley, the leading scorer on this team, the junior, looking for his 20th goal. Has 3 in his last 3. 20th career goal, I should clarify. Well, they have not really given him much of a sniff on goal at all, and he's been limited to his touches in the midfield as well. Fozzard Oaks fancies a shot and scores. That's out of nowhere for Fozzard Oaks. What a delivery. What a rip inside the near post. Albie Fozzard Oaks, a goal and an assist tonight, and that's his second goal of the season for the freshman.
Beautiful shot there, just kept it low towards the corner, and Kubel at full stretch. Very, very difficult to get to that one and have any chance of keeping it out.
So the goal in the 54th minute. A 4th goal for the Mustangs. They can create offense essentially out of nothing, as Albie Fozzard Oaks just did. Tiny little sliver of daylight between defenders, and he snuck it through. Butler. Turn that over to Soto. Terrio. Trying to find Semple. Also, DiPilato stepping up now. DiPilato to Fozzard Oaks over the top. There's Butler giving chase. Butler, again, plays Fozzard Oaks perfectly. Now stepping up to steal Mitch Cameron. Terrio had that drift past him. Bobcats playing that back to go forward, but the only one there is Michael Soto. Terrio switching the field. Fozzard Oaks will get to this. He shoots. Maybe trying to pick out Semple in front of goal. Either way, across the frame, it stayed in. Greco caught up to it to keep the play alive. That's blasted away.
Yeah, I don't think Fozzard Oaks had any other thought in his mind other than trying to smash that one into the bottom corner.
Yeah, it looked like a shot to me.
Got a taste for goal after hitting that sublime one from the top of the box. And why not? We've seen so many times one goal leads to another pretty quickly thereafter. Not going to fault him for trying his luck at all there.
As well, too, it's a big goal for the Mustangs. Given that comeback that Southern Maine had down 3-0, you want to kind of keep the pressure on and don't sit back on that lead, because Paul Smith could conceivably do the same thing. They've got talent out there in green. And the throttle's still wide open for this Mustangs team, clearly. Semple. Here's Jan Terrio. Trying to play that forward, but the flag is up.
Ooh, and have to be careful there. Semple going to get himself in the book.
Yeah, that was well after the whistle, and he might go in the book here. The referee, I think, is calling him over. Will it be a talking to or a card produced? You can't complain if it's a card. It looks like it's just going to be a lecture here, and it is. Again, if they decided to produce the yellow card, there really wasn't much argument that Semple could have, as that was well late. DiPilato nods it forward. Wiley. Work that back. Butler outside on the feed from Carlisto. Intercepted. Cameron quickly takes over. Fozzard Oaks. Floated across again. Out of the reach of Kubel. Greco. Walking the goal line. Shoots. And scores. Greco snuck it home. It's 5-0.
Nice job there just to slide it through, and Into the back of the net it goes there.
So we'll watch Greco's goal, and not a lot of room there given up by Kubel. Now Greco just kind of dancing on that tightrope and snuck it home.
I believe that's 4 now for Greco, who also scored against UMaine Fort Kent. And he has gotten himself on the board to make it a 5-0 game with still a little more than a half hour to go.
I think it's his 5th. He got 2 against Vermont Randolph.
Oh, yes, you're right.
He got a goal against SMCC. You mentioned the Fort Kent goal.
You're correct.
So there's number 5. This goal in the 57th minute. He's flying in here. Cameron. They're not going to let up this Mustangs team. That would be a corner. Might have been a handball on the defender Sunderland, but it's going to be more obvious and grievous than that, I think, in a 5-0 game to get a penalty kick.
Yeah, Cameron pretty well convinced it was.
I think at different times you might have seen that call made, but not now. Unless it's really blatant. It's a corner, first of the second half, the 12th of the contest. All 12 corners going to the Mustangs. Matty Waters standing over it. Played short, back to Waters again from Greco. Waters, service into the area, flicked away on the header. Daniel Semple sets it up for the corner. Played quickly. Soto headed away by one of the defenders. Just going to knock that away. Grab that number in just a second. It's Cameron and Mark Sunderland. Well, Sunderland made that leap to head it out of there. Little animosity being shown out there now as the game starts to be put beyond doubt. Really has been put beyond doubt. Soto again. DiPalato. Plays that back under pressure from Riley King. So lights now on here in Auburn. We're about to reach the hour mark. Charlie LeClaire back on defense. Another player has been a great addition to this team. Just quietly reliable. Number 14. One assist on the season as well. Got that against Vermont Randolph. Almost stolen by Terrio. Great sliding block by DiPalato. But King has it here, and there's LeClaire. Those two players tumble down. And it's a throw-in. No call either way.
Claire just kind of got smushed to the ground there as Riley King bull rushed him over, but no call given.
Looked like the Olympic wrestling match was about to start. Butler, a good long throw. Flicked on with a header and cleared. Maybe a chance now for the Mustangs to counter if they hurry, but numbers back for the Bobcats. Still, though, the attack is on. Flag is up, however.
Yeah.
Offside the call on a free kick.
Fosderdorf wasn't too far there, but the pass just took a little too long to develop, and I think some of the frustration with some of the little collisions in the midfield that we've seen after the fact are being talked to by the referee here.
Sabil Sakunjaman and Mitch Cameron shaking hands. He's getting a little more testy out there again in the playoff contest. 7 yellow cards. Split fairly evenly. 4 for Paul Smith, 3 for the Mustangs. Throw in now. Fozzard Oaks launching that high. Here he is again in front of Butler. Fozzard Oaks still. Oh, what a great pinpoint pass. And a save once again by Kubel. And the second chance, though, buried. Another tremendous pass. Semple there with a goal.
Well, it's been a long time coming. He's been frustrated, and that first one hammered it as hard as he could against the keeper, but comes right back.
You know, watch it here. Just a tremendous pass from Fozzard Oaks. Just incisive, surgical pass, threading the needle. There's the save and the rebound, and Semple had to go high on that volley just to kiss it into the top corner.
8th of the year for him, and makes it a 6-0 game with just past the hour mark with still some time remaining here.
Who's going to stop this juggernaut Mustangs team? That's the question. Southern Maine came the closest. That was 3-2. But 6 more goals today. It's 43-4 on the season, a plus 39 mark. And there's still several games to play. It's a goal kick. Miles Uhalde will come back in. Paul Smith's, of course, staying in Maine tonight, like the women's team. They'll be down in South Portland to take on SMCC. What a gorgeous day that's going to be down there on the coast.
They're saying they and Word of Life were sharing the same hotel. I wonder if they were commiserating about the task of having to come here and play the Mustangs first before getting to play the Seawolves the next day. Talk about a tiring effort.
It's a long trip anyway from upstate New York, and then to take on these two teams. There's a free kick now. We're in the edge of the area as well, and referee you see standing about 2 or 3 yards from the corner of the penalty area. Nathan Wiley stepping up, and of course the referee will have to move that wall back.
This will be the best chance for Paul Smith to be able to serve something into the mixer here and look for an attempt on target.
Wiley delivers and headed away rather. Played down that touch line, nobody there as far as an attack's concerned. Now it's Yoan Terrio. Terrio slowed down. Terrio again right back on the ball. Even longer trip, Patrick Dexler tells us as well, for the teams, because the Champlain Ferry, which they usually take across Lake Champlain, is shut down. All the way up north to Rouse's Point to take the bridge. Or south to Bridport, one or the other. Either way, it's out of the way. Back to Butler again. Holiday under pressure. Lost it to Soto. Mikel Soto shoots. Launch that one from his left foot over the bar. Mark Sunderland will re-enter for the Bobcats. And Harrison Callisto will be replaced. Mustangs on pace to win 4 out of the 5 games at home here today. Both soccer contests. Baseball. And a split the softball doubleheader with the defending national champs.
And how close that could have been to 5 straight, but had a 4-0 lead in the 5th inning. Just couldn't hold on to it. Lost by 2 in that first game, but you give them a break for such a young team against the defending national champions. Still
come back and win the second
form.
one.
That's right.
Yeah, that's a tremendous afternoon. Terrio. That was just behind Semple. Bouncing now. Fawcett Oaks trying to claim it.
Really has been a fantastic start to this fall season for CMCC athletics teams. Volleyball has been very, very good. Women's soccer starting to put the ball in the back of the net. Men's soccer obviously #1. And baseball getting some very big wins against conference teams.
Baseball
early going this year as well.
Sorry about that. Baseball also coming back too, down 7-3 in the bottom of the 8th. Walked off 8-7 in the 10th.
Walk-off walk, of all things, as well. You don't see that too often.
Fawcett Oaks got bowled over there. Butler, again, is really taking the physicality to Fawcett Oaks, who he does have a size advantage over. He's going to make Fawcett Oaks work for it. I think that's the strategy to use, try to wear him down a bit. But you got to catch him first, and that's the hard part. Butler's done well, though. Now Fawcett Oaks. Well, that time a little too much physicality by Butler. That'll get called, especially the referee 3 feet away.
Essentially just lifted him off the ground and carried him back towards the corner flag over his shoulder.
Like an offensive lineman making a block. That'll be Fawcett Oaks will deliver this one into the area. 2 assists today so far for the rookie from England. Bounce through, and a header right at Kubel. Boy, if Kubel can reach it, he'll save it.
That was Waters who was stooping low to head that one on target, not far away.
race over there on that far side, Luke Malin. Under pressure from Semple. He turned that ball over. This will be a throw. We'll see. Yep, it's going to go the way of the Bobcats. Waters heads that forward. Waters on it again. And once again, a throw in. Played back to Cody Cleveland. His defenders today just giving him a relaxing afternoon down to the defensive end. The pressure's been up here. Good block. That'll stop Greco. Semple trying to feed that through. Terrio into the area. Pinballing around and clear. That was Sunderland who got rid of that. Fozzard Oaks. King bearing down on him. Again fed into the area. Waters trying to catch up. Oh, he does win the throw for the Mustangs. Greco. Greco in space. Try the 1-2 with Semple. Greco dispossessed. It's cleared by the Bobcats again. Just took too long to work that through into the midfield. And the Mustangs really back in form defensively, slowing down the attack from the Bobcats. But here they come. And that'll draw a whistle and a foul. Free kick coming for Paul Smith. I might have that backwards.
I was going to say, I think Macedo, who is a very tough player to knock off the ball, I think he did get a little extra up underneath the shoulder there. And that'll be, I think, the first free kick we've seen against Paul Smith this half.
Soto. Plenty of time for DiPilato, as he did have King bearing down, but he's so poised under pressure. Cameron outside. Fozzard Oaks has Terrio going to goal. And that's off the bar. Oh, floated in. Not sure that he was going for, but he was rewarded with a goal anyway. Waters.
Gentlemen, would you mind taking a knee for us? Guys, can you take a knee for us? Thank you.
That's behind Greco over there as he looks to regain possession. Greco. Semple. Thought about trying his luck from there. Still might. Does. And a save again by Kubel, who falls on the rebound as well. Always impressed by the junior from Keene, New Hampshire, between the sticks. He is very good.
Another save to add to his total so far tonight. He's got 13 stops in the game thus far.
Played outside to Maceda. Now a chance perhaps here. Well, cutting that out as the defender. LeClaire came back. That pinball's off a Bobcats throw-in.
Mustangs defense that doesn't put a foot wrong, which is a little bit surprising just with how little practice they get against opposition. The one thing they have the benefit of, though, is the team they go against in practice offensively is the best offense in the country.
Greco on that left flank. Terrio feeding Albie. Fozzard Oaks. Fozzard Oaks into the area. Fozzard Oaks still with it. Sets up a goal once again. Pounded home by Semple. Albie Fozzard Oaks, just a water bug. You can't catch him, and his touch, just exquisite.
Fantastic job there.
Let's see it again. You guys watch. He just toys with defenders. Watch this. Got the ball back to him in the first attempt, and he draws 3 defenders to him, and yep, the one touch, no chance at all for Kubel, and Semple's got his brace. 7-0 in the 70th minute.
9 goals on the season for him. 11 assists on the year for Fozzard Oaks. They'll both be happy.
So the Mustangs now with the number 1 and number 2 scorers in the Yankee Conference. Semple came into the game tied with Nathan Wiley on 7 goals. But his brace today puts him in sole possession of seconds. Still a ways to go to catch Mitch Cameron. He's on 13 now with his brace today. Intercepted and stolen by Riley King. King to the 18, and a one-touch shot by Stoddard rolls in on goal. A save by Cleveland. First shot on goal of the second half for the Bobcats. Might have another opportunity here. Wiley, a little heavy first touch, showed too much to DiPilato, and when that happens, that play's over. He doesn't make a mistake, and look at this counter. Fozzard Oaks using his speed. There's Butler there, though, taking the angle very well. Butler winning this battle with Fozzard Oaks. He does have support now as King has drifted back, and he uses it. Stepping up to intercept Soto. Cameron. DiPilato.
Well, I'd say, Rob, the biggest sign that head coach Dalton Wing is not happy with his team, especially with their first half performance, is the fact that he's left his starters on the field this entire second half, hasn't made a substitution yet.
No, they're still out there. Greco. Played back to the 18 once again. Semple with it. Delivered across the face of goal. Butler will concede the corner here perhaps, but he did even better. Kept that alive and kicks it out for a throw. I always like defenders who play as strong as he does, and it's added bonus. He's from Maine, so we can have an even bigger reason to praise him. The Maine kid coming home, and he's really played well defensively, and a tough assignment out there with Albie Fozzard Oaks. So we've seen exactly what Albie can do. I mean, a bit of a challenge picking the Edge Nutrition player of the game, though, for the Mustangs today.
Got a lot of contenders in there.
A lot of contenders. Let's start writing down who we've picked in the past, so if it kind of comes to a tie break, we can go to a player we haven't picked. The usual cast of characters here. Albie Fozzard Oaks, Mitch Cameron. Daniel Semple's got a brace. Here's Semple again. Worked outside toward Greco. Cameron playing that back again. The only one home there is Tristan Schreib. Schreib gets past one Mustang. Couldn't get past the second as that's played ahead by DiPilato. Excuse me, that was not DiPilato. He's over here.
Greco.
It was Greco, yeah, it was, yep.
Semple just trying to play the simple pass on the return and just overhead out of bounds, but Mustangs team with already 7 in the back of the net, and I don't think they're satisfied yet.
This is basically what they're doing here, is not trying to humiliate or run up the score in the Bobcats. They're trying to set themselves up to work themselves into top form because they have designs in another national championship.
Yeah, Dalton Wing doesn't want his team to be complacent and happy just to beat teams and put 3 or 4 goals in the back of the net. He wants this team firing on all cylinders as they head into October down the stretch.
That's headed out into touch. Diving for that, Matty Waters. Throw in for the Bobcats, and then we'll get Maddox Johnson back in. Johnson with 4 goals in his first 4 games, the rookie. Even had a brace on his debut. Not a bad way to introduce yourself to the new program as a rookie. Oliver Stoddard comes off. Cameron with an unorthodox stab out of the air. He usually uses his left foot, but he chose his right. Fozzard Oaks with it again. Takes the long shot and scores! Albie Fozzard Oaks caught the keeper Kubel off the line and tried his luck.
Wow. Outstanding finish there, and that will be all she wrote for the starters there. What a job there by Fozzard Oaks just to look up Kubel, stranded in no man's land, over his head, back of the net.
And it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 subs coming in for the Mustangs. Angel DeVecchio Arias will come in. Michael Quinn re-entering. Drew Hatala is back in the game. Isaac Bro checks in, the rookie from Winthrop.
Anybody else?
Jacob Donnell was wearing 3. I have him as 22.
He's been swapping his jersey
swapping back and forth.
So I'll give you a
he's
pass
number
on
3.
That one personally.
Hatala I mentioned.
Quinn in the game as well.
Yeah, Quinn definitely in. And Delvecchio Arias I mentioned as well. But yeah, wholesale changes with the 8th goal. Might not be a pleasant night for the Bobcats. Chris George really not happy with that last goal. It's the one thing he doesn't want. Yeah, you're down to this game. You're not going to come back, but you got to finish it out.
You don't want to be humiliated.
And he just doesn't feel, I think, the team was battling hard enough in that last goal. That's the one thing you want in a game. Yeah, you won't come back, but there's a game tomorrow as well. You want to take something into, even if it's just battling hard till the end. Stefan Samba came in. He's out there now on the far side. One player I didn't mention.
Harrison Garcia in there as well.
Yep, Garcia has come in too, number 15. And roll that down that touch line over there is Masita. Masita stayed in the contest. One of the 3 players, 2 field players who stayed on. I think that's good to get him some more minutes as well, as again, he's going to be deputized for the injury for Alfie Bashford and picking up those minutes. And so far has looked up for that challenge. Bashford not an easy guy to replace.
No.
To say the least. Here's Masita again. Alfie actually was singing Masita's praises when I talked to him before the last contest. He really was impressed by how well Masita has improved quickly and really made himself a significant presence. Samba. Sam Boynton in now. He's got it. It was broken up before he can move forward with it. Garcia. Played that back. Hatala now. Contact there with Leclerc, and Leclerc will get called in the second push. The referee quickly calling that to a halt. You want to make sure this game doesn't boil over with it being out of hand 8-0 in the last 14 minutes.
Good decision there by Kagan Hance, seeing that the line was not dropping back fast enough. Serves the ball over the top and forces Leclerc to concede the corner kick.
First corner of the game for Paul Smiths, and it's Nathan Wiley who's going to take it. Wiley Kings over there short. They want to play it short. Mustangs have that guarded and defended.
If I'm Paul Smiths, I want a ball in the box here.
Yeah,
Give me a chance to score something. Take something from this match that you can hang your hat on.
I'm surprised Kings even over there at all. I thought they might put him in the area. Quickly cleared. The other thing to kind of mention here, too, is we talk an awful lot, and for good reason, about the offense of this Mustangs team. But they've only conceded 4 goals this season in what's now 9 games. Played ahead by Donnell. He'll come back to chase this. It's a throw.
Donald is in there for Massimo Di Pilato. He's done a good job with getting himself up the field as well.
So Donald, not Donnell.
That's what I've been going
okay,
with.
Donald.
I think the young man is too polite to tell me if I was wrong in the first place, but he has.
I'll ask him after the match.
He's played pretty well.
He has played well.
His spots, getting in for playing time as well. One of those ones who's waiting on a replacement jersey to arrive for a torn one, so he's been swapping back between 3 and 22. That should be taken care of this week.
He'll be wearing 22 the rest of the year.
I think it'll arrive just in time for 6 of the 8 road games to be over.
Oh, good.
Classic.
Well, 2 home games. I'll get to have him the right spot in my my sheet.
Oh, I think he's sticking with 3.
He's sticking with 3. Okay, I'll move him up the list. He's the first name on the list now, right above Sam Boynton.
That's right.
Because the keepers all go up top. Alexander Corey, Cody Cleveland, Guillermo Cazadi, who of course played the last game on Thursday night, got the rain duty, the freshman or sophomore from South Africa.
Johannesburg boy who made a very good save on the penalty kick to keep himself another clean sheet.
Donald. Play it into Hatala. Hatala, the rookie from Sabatis, Maine.
Oak Hill product from a school that's produced some decent soccer players but haven't really found team success, and Hatala has the type of foot skills that fit in with this squad so nicely.
On the women's side especially, they've produced some great individuals. We've had a ton of them on the women's team here at Central Maine.
Foul given against Bro there will be another chance for Hance to try to feed this one forward. He'll try not to fall on the seat of his pants while he takes this chance and hopes to be doing a dance.
I wonder where you're going with that. I'm happy that you kind of followed the path I thought you'd take. That ball all the way through. Almost Happy Gilmore and Shooter McGavin type of dialogue with the rhymes.
That's exactly right.
Oh, great stop there again by Butler, as he had to slow down Stefan Samba.
Anything that keeps me awake at this point. It has been a long day.
Yeah, and it's not. You're not saying that about this game. Just for
No,
viewers who might
no,
be confused.
no.
It's
just the stamina needed.
Caleb's done everything here
it.
today all day on this homecoming and open house when it comes to the 5 games that we've had. So he's been a busy guy.
Should give a shout out as well to our cameraman Miche Minata, member of the JV men's basketball team. He's been working right alongside me doing all these games on camera duty. The baseball doubleheader, now the baseball long game of extra innings, and now the 2 soccer games.
Good long ball trying to catch Boynton. Coble out to get rid of it and kick it over here. And speaking of Miche, it just missed him right past the camera spot.
Didn't even flinch like a pro. He knew it was going wide.
Hatala plays it all the way back. Cody Cleveland. Even working on another clean sheet. And he's 9:45 away from picking that up. You're in minute 81.
Mustangs have not gotten to double digits yet this season. They've gotten to 9 and stopped there twice, but I wonder with how late these substitutions got introduced here. These are still guys that are trying to make their case for getting into the starting lineup. They will.
If you take the subs in this team and make them a starting 11, they compete for the top spot as well. And,
You're correct.
They are hungry. They're not going to just go out there and kick the ball around and play keep away.
Sam Boynton in particular happy to be on the forward spot. He's been deputized as an outside back quite a few times off the bench.
Delvecchio Arias over here on the near side. The rookie from Florida. And he got past Butler. Delvecchio Arias still. Boynton lost a step. That's deflected by Donald. We'll see who's right. I hope I am, because I'm used to saying it that way. So I'll have to break myself of that habit. But I bet I'll be correcting things. Samba out to the far side. Tempo was slowed down a little bit here. Atala. Sam Boynton. Butler up to meet him. Boynton still aggressively attacking, forcing the turnover. Atala. Playing that out wide to the far side. Shot blocked in the attempt by Garcia. Garcia took a tumble. He's back up now. Possession is just hard to come by when you're playing Central Maine.
Get no rest on the ball, even on the outskirts, through the middle. There's no place you can hide. This team has so much speed.
Now a long ball played deep. Out comes Cody Cleveland. Great alert play to boot that away as Maddox Johnson looked like he might have had a step on the defenders, and he was onside as that flag stayed down. Sakunjaman. Here come the Bobcats now. Jacob Butler. Samba pressing the issue on Johnson. Johnson again had to get rid of that quickly. Great work to bounce back, and a foul called against Drew Hatala.
I think that one was coming back for that initial challenge. Wasn't really an advantage as he turned with it, and that's good refereeing there to try to give the chance to build.
Referees, I think, in both games have had strong days.
Indeed. And this is one of those difficult territories. You're really too far out for an attempt, but Butler trying to sneak himself down wide on the left nearly presented an option.
Keegan Hance toward goal. Bound for the top corner, but not enough velocity on that. And Cleveland had plenty of time to get over there and make the catch.
Cleveland will be happy about that as it helps pad the save percentage on the year.
How many saves officially today for him?
I think I've only got him as 3. I'm sure he'll tell me after the match how he actually had 6.
I know 2 this half for sure. Good aggressive play on that far side, but the Mustang player is down, hopping back up now.
That is going to stop the clock.
That was Bro, and it was. Just had to get the binoculars out to make sure. Bro looks like he's all right.
Looked like he just got caught across the face with a forearm there as he was trying to shimmy by the player and was not spotted by the linesman on that far side. So we should see this resume with a drop ball. Uncontested nowadays, of course.
Yep. Boynton. Oh, that's good ball movement. Quinn racing for this down that far side.
Ooh.
Yeah, Quinn thinks the keeper, Kubel, was outside of the area. Linesman not swayed. Neither was the referee. Masita tried to head that to the side touchline. Didn't quite get there. Now Samba with it. And Samba turning on the Jets. Stefan Samba. Delvecchio Arias calling for that. The flag is up. And a great shot in the finish by Sam Boynton, but the whistle had blown, so it won't count.
Oh, looked onside because of the player on the far end there, but might have just been blending into that dark green background along the fence at the far side. Boynton very unlucky there as he's trying to get himself on the score sheet. Former last year USCAA National Tournament all-tournament selection after scoring a brace in the championship game.
This keep by King. Garcia trying to challenge. Samba there too. King still with it. Played forward. Great ball.
Whoa. And trying to take a little shot at the keeper there on the way by as well. That's going to draw a talking to.
Yeah, Cody Cleveland completely unfazed by it, however. Wiley. Under 5 to go, minute 86. Wiley again, lost possession. Is played through, and this will be onside. Boynton rounding the keeper. Has the goal to shoot at. Boynton. And it's cleared. Drifting back, Kagan Hance.
Kubel trying to copy the example set by Cleveland there, but that was a lot of ground to try and cover and just didn't get the timing right.
Hatala will take the corner. Here in the 87th minute of the 90. 3 in the first half, 5 in the second half for the Mustangs. Headed away easily. Fozzard Oaks with a couple of goals, couple of assists tonight. DiPilato with a goal. Mitch Cameron another brace for him. Daniel Semple a brace.
Nobody with a hat trick though yet. No match ball to claim at the end of it.
That's fed in and headed away by Carlisto. Mustangs.
You did not.
Check their schedule, see when they're next in action. I'll let you take a look at that next time we have a stoppage. Maybe because here, the goal perhaps. That shot's blocked just wide. Samba trying, and now Delvecchio Arias thrown in front. Got through for a shot. Off the side netting. Close to number 9 there for the Mustangs.
Who was that on the far side? Was that Hatala or Quinn who took that one?
Quinn.
Quinn, thank you.
Quinn is not in the score sheet yet today. Had one on Thursday night, as we mentioned in the first half. Caleb mentioned his parents in town from Manchester, England to see him score. Donald played that into the middle. Masita still out there running the defense. Samba. Yeah. Mustangs got a break. They're not playing again until October 6th, so a week from Monday. They'll be back in action. Southern Maine coming here as the attempt by Boynton knocked off his foot. It'll be quite a rematch on a Monday afternoon at 4 p.m. with the Seawolves in town. Again, that game 3-2 down in South Portland a little more than a week ago. On a trip to NHTI and the next night at Northern Essex Community College. Good run here by Schreiber. Too many challenges in his way. He almost got through them.
Good run there.
Yeah, great run by Schreiber, sophomore.
He's trying to find a way to pass through those defenders, but they closed the curtain on him from either side.
He's going to try the self-pass, perhaps, and try to split the defenders. And had the speed to do it. The ball wouldn't get through. 90th minute here in Auburn.
Poor Dave Kanya.
We'll do a
Not quite very happy about that long clearance out of play, as that was just a frustrated hammer away from the playing field by the Paul Smith defender. Long chase for him to go get that back.
Butler plays that back. Ball bounced up on him. It's a difficult trap for him, but he made it. King tripped. Delvecchio Arias with a challenge there. Didn't mean to take the man down.
Got the timing all sorts of wrong there, trying to poke that one away.
And one last kick at the ball here. If Wiley wants it. And Kubel will just blast that ahead, and that'll do it. An 8-0 score line today. The Mustangs keep on rolling. They win their 7th of the season against 2 ties and no defeats. They knock off Paul Smith today 8-0. We'll take a break, come back to wrap things up to our Edge Nutrition Player of the Game on our post-game show coming up next on Munzing Media.
The USC LA provides our program exactly what they say, a chance for small colleges to compete. It's leveling the playing field for everybody. It provides a great opportunity, just the fellowship amongst athletes, get a chance to play against some different teams that typically don't get a chance to play against from different regions, different parts of the country. This kind of gives you an opportunity to kind of see where you're really at against everybody. Really good, like I said, just a great environment, well-ran tournament. It's a pleasure to be part of organizations like USCA.
With you one more time here for the post-game show brought to you by Edge Nutrition, our Edge Nutrition Player of the Game. Albie Fozzard Oaks today, the rookie, with a couple of goals and a couple assists. Now on the season for Albie, 3 goals and 11 assists on the year. That's 17 points in just 9 matches so far. A lot to pick from today. Massimo Di Pilato scoring his 2nd goal of the season. Mitch Cameron today had a brace. As I mentioned in the first half, that's 2 goals or more in 5 of his last 6 games, including today. And on Thursday against Word of Life. Matthew Greco with a goal today, 2 for Daniel Semple. And, that rounds out the scoring overall. Another clean sheet for Cody Cleveland today as well, as the Mustangs move to 7-0-2 and have a break. Again, not back in action for 10 days. Monday, October 6th, they'll take on SMCC. For Paul Smiths, 4-7-0 on the season. They'll drop their first Yankee Conference game today. They'll get a chance to bounce back tomorrow as they're down in South Portland. They will take on the challenge of the SMCC Seawolves. That'll do it for our broadcast. Miche Benata doing the camera work today. I want to thank Patrick Dexler, all our production, and my broadcast partner, Caleb Lamb. My name is Rob Kennedy saying so long from Auburn. A win for the Mustangs, 8-0 today over the Paul Smiths Bobcats on Munzing Media.